What's up, everybody? So, hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend at the beginning of summer / end of spring.
Cold. What are you talking about?
Well,
So cold.
you don't even know what cold is.
You don't know what love is.
So I was going to clean my desk offline and do the unboxing live. But then I figured, hey, why not just go live and clean my desk too? And then get people in here before I actually do the unboxing. So it'll just take me a few minutes to get my desk cleared off here. So, though I do have to find my
Why is your desk
HDMI
dirty?
connectors and shit. What's that?
Why is it dirty?
What are you talking about? I'm a messy fuck. I got rolling papers there, plastic from the webcam that I opened up yesterday but never did use. Oh, I did know on Dome, and then like there's a 3/4 empty bag of fucking peanuts with the shell still on them, and there's my hat, and there's 2 empty bowls from ice cream from last night. Because I'm a fucking pig, Bones. Because I'm a fucking pig, that's why it's dirty. You got a problem with that?
I think I do.
Well, do something about it, bitch. I'll think there's shit you can do.
Fuck you, motherfucker. I'll come up there and kick your ass.
You're some little bitch on the internet, running your bitch mouth, and then...
I got your bitch right here. Say hi.
Probably the best sex you ever had, my bitch. Bitch.
See, that's what people sound like lately on YouTube. It's like, you know. God.
No, you're a bitch. No, you're a bitch. Bitch. Come at me, bitch.
Okay, bitch.
The ones that I like are the faceless sock accounts that like to comment on other people's lives. I think it happened yesterday on...
It happens to me all the time. Yeah.
It's cute, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to talk about them, right? They want to talk about you and what they see as negative about you. But it's like, okay, yeah, let's talk about me. All right, but are you willing to talk about you at the same time? Nope. Nope, they are not. No. You know why? Because they have nothing. They're insignificant.
I want to know what love is.
Who was it yesterday? Was it dummy shitty shorts? And he's like, "Oh, king of motherfucking YouTube, blah blah blah." It's like, are you fucking serious right now? Are you really that stupid? And you know what? I think they really are that fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's on that.
Like, do they really think that you're a skeleton too, and you're half dead?
Yes.
And then I brought you halfway back to life?
Yeah, I like it this way. Yep.
But that they believe that, right? Like they actually do think that you are an actual skeleton.
Yeah, I had a
that was funny. They're like, what, you stupid skeleton avatar. And you're like, do you even know who that is? It's like, oh, I'm sorry that you're 12 and you don't know who Skeletor is.
That's right.
Like, how's this even a discussion? Doesn't it sometimes, to me it does, seem like you're almost talking to somebody who is only a few steps above an animal, like somewhere between a human being and an animal. And I've had this screaming session more than once where I'm like, I completely understand why the powers that be, the fucking the ultra rich, the people who are fucking taking control of the planet and trying to do the new world order shit. Right. It comes to a point where you kind of understand where they're coming from, right? Because like how many generations have we already tried to make society just a little bit better, right? Stop fucking their sisters and their mothers, stop taking so many drugs that it kills them and then makes their entire family sad. You know what I mean? Like, how many generations have we already tried that and failed over and over and over? And then it comes to a point where, some of these people who actually have tried get to the point where they're just like, you know what, never mind. Like, it makes me sympathize with evil. And that makes me more angry than anything else.
With evil. Yeah.
I do. I completely sympathize. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it all right, so is it evil to drink so much when you're pregnant that your children get born with fetal alcohol syndrome? Is that evil?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, if a person who, let's say Elon Musk, for instance. Let's just say Elon Musk, everything he's doing is just a facade. This is all his way to take over the world, evil genius, Dr. Evil style, right?
Right.
Person like him comes along and says, okay, so now if you drink while you're pregnant and your baby gets born with fetal alcohol syndrome, we're going to put you in indentured servitude for the rest of your life to pay for your children's care, because we know you're not going to care for them. And then all the people who did that, their families are like, this is horrible. How dare you do this to my... So is Elon Musk then evil for doing that?
I don't know. I mean...
Do you get what I'm saying here?
I see what you're saying. Yeah. It's a bad position to be in.
But it's a position these people are putting themselves in. Isn't it?
It's all self-inflicted. But then they'll have the people say, well, that person who is drinking, is it their fault that they're drinking? Is it the people that made the booze? It's fault. And they should be taking care of the kids. I mean, where's the stop?
So we should cover the earth in Nerf foam so no one can hurt themselves?
Well, no, what's going to happen is just that they're going to take away all the stuff that's bad for you. You can't buy a supersized Coke anymore.
Yep.
No more peanut oil French fries.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, but isn't that evil? What if I want all those things?
Well, it's evil. You can't have it.
So then doesn't that make the person who's evil and wants to eat it perceive the person that takes it away as evil?
Well, pretty pissed off, yeah. I think is that being an asshole or is it evil? I mean, we got to define evil here.
Well, okay, but what are you talking about specifically?
Just because someone takes stuff away from you, is that evil, or is that just being an asshole?
Take anything? What right do they have to take anything?
What right do you have to have it?
Because then, what if I want to take things from them?
Well, if you're big enough, take them.
So we're no longer a society of laws, and we're no longer a society, we're a dictatorship where other people get to decide what's good for us?
I think that's been happening since we were born. Other people
because
decide what's better for us.
Hold on, alcohol is good for you in moderate doses.
Right. Moderation.
Right. So then why should they be able to take it from you because some people abuse it?
Well, it's not it's not perfect.
No, you know what is perfect?
Allowing people to live their lives?
That But a little bit more elaborate than that is, how about when somebody has a stroke and then continues to drink after they've had a stroke, and they keep on hurting themselves, that nobody feels bad for them anymore, and we all make fun of them. And then the snowflakes who cry about it because you're attacking a sick person, too fucking bad. Too fucking bad. Like, listen, it is not the rest of society's job to fall behind, to drag the ones who refuse to keep up with us. Ain't nobody ever helped me to get where I am. I've had to work to get where I am. Very, very hard. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that earlier. I was watching some kind of video that I think I'm probably going to play on this show later if I get to it. And it's this guy in front of the American Congress, and he explains that by getting African American people specific slots at these super, super high prestigious schools, where if they were in a regular school, they would be in the top 1 percentile. But instead, where they're scoring in the top 90 percentile of all of America, they're then taken and put into like MIT and Brown and all these super high level schools where you have to have these crazy, crazy high grades to even get in there. So they're actually putting those people that would, at a normal school that's not these super high elite schools, they'd be in the top 1 percentile. But instead, they're put into these crazy, super achieving high academic schools where they're actually in the lowest 5 percentile. So you're actually doing them a disservice, right? That's like saying, okay, well, you really want to be a, molecular biologist, but, you're not very good at it. But because you really, really, really want to work for Dow Chemical, we're just going to let you. Now, you're not going to do very good because you're very bad at what you're trying to do. But we're just going to give you the job anyway. We're going to treat you the same. We're not going to give you any special treatment, but we're going to give you the job. And then then there's a huge disaster. Something bad happens. Now that person gets advertised all over the news. They're the worst molecular biologist in the entire world. Now, they might be better than 99% of the people out there. But because they were put into a position where they weren't actually able to do what they needed to do, now you've done them a disservice by giving them something that they did not work towards. I think it all comes down to, Bones. Well, no, but I think it all comes down to the whole that if you don't work for it, you don't actually appreciate it.
Right. If you handed something, you don't take care of it like a car, and then if you go out and work for it, I agree with that. Yeah.
See, but I've always tried to learn from other people's mistakes. If anybody's in the basement, I'm sorry, but this doesn't make noise anymore for some reason. Nope, there's nobody down there. Wow. We are losers. I don't know what to do.
We lost. I got to mute for a few minutes in a minute.
Anybody who'd like to come up on panel and talk about what we're talking about, that'd be great. We can talk about whatever subject. I'm actually here to unbox my new screens that my supporters have paid some of for one of them. I paid the rest. But I do appreciate, because in all honesty, if nobody had donated to me, I wouldn't have bought the new screens, and I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be watching Walking Dead or doing something else.
What a
that
dumb
wouldn't be on
show.
YouTube. What's that?
Walking Dead, dumb show.
In which way?
It's gone too long. It's ran its course.
Simpsons has gone too long. It's ran its course.
Well, it's a cartoon.
So, Walking Dead's
I'm not
dumb.
I'm not watching The Simpsons anymore. Are you?
No. Yeah, but Walking Dead's at its last season, so only went 13 seasons. That's not that big a deal.
It seems like it's been on forever.
No, 13 seasons.
I got to mute. I'll be back. I'm here.
Okay.
Some people look, you know.
Do they? I would have never have known. All right. I'm just cleaning off my desk, people. Then we're going to see the new screens. So that means I have to unhook this one, doesn't it? That's a bit of a pain in the ass. Okay. Whoops.
Why don't you put the link down? Let's pin it.
It is.
Oh.
It is. We're not popular anymore.
We never was.
Weren't we? Aw. Like I've said a million times, I'm happy with my 50 people. I don't need 300 people in here. 90% of those extra people are not supporters of this channel or any of our messages. So we know who we are. And I'm sorry to the people in chat, but I have not looked at chat yet. We will do a couple shout outs while I'm standing here taking a B12 vitamin. Let's see here. What's up, everybody? Hey, Happy Hippie. Always in the chat, tearing shit down. Thank you. Mars Life. I'm sure you have some sage wisdom to share with everybody. Let's check it out. Duffman. So Bones isn't the skeleton. You're going to have to figure that one out on your own, Duffman, because none of us know. None of us know the truth. What is the truth? Oh, what's up, Matt? Matt, S-E-K-Y. It's going Binks. I would like to know who you are. I know you're a sock account, but Mars, are you still forcing your dog to live in a hot car every night while you harass the police department? Yeah, it's a good question. You want to come up and answer that question, Mars? Oh, shit. See, if anybody pops in the basement, I can't see you. So please type into the chat or something if you go into the basement, because I'm sorry, but you guys are in my pocket. What's up, Defend? Hope you're having a good weekend, Bayou Bandit. Much respect, bro. Always modding. Very good stuff. Lady Love. Is that my picture on Lady Love? That'd be funny. That'd be really funny. Dramadome. Hey, Mars. How you doing, buddy? Everybody. And Andrew Mars, I don't know if he caught it, but he wants to know if he can borrow either $25.34 or 2 minutes and 34 seconds. I'm not sure which one. Oh, no. I know lots of people who have sent 10th man money. I'm falling asleep here, 10th. And come on the panel. What are you scared of? Your arch enemy's not up here anymore, so. She pull up at 1701 Memorial Drive. Why are you putting doxes in the chat, Andrew? Stop it. Is that your new address? You lunatic. You fucking Looney Tunes motherfucker. Putting addresses. What's up, Ford truck guy? I'm going to unbox my new screens that my husband bought, just so everybody knows. This is my birthday's in a few months, so technically the other screen is a gift from my husband for my birthday. So just FYI, not that you guys need an explanation, but it's not just me buying 2 screens for myself arbitrarily. I actually very rarely buy myself anything. I live very, very frugally, and in all seriousness, if you knew who I was and exactly what I do in my day-to-day life, you'd suddenly realize that I actually give more away to other persons than I spend on myself, other than the necessities of food, all the stuff that you have to pay, insurance, crap like that. But, I eat out maybe once or twice a month. I might grab myself a bottle of pop at the dollar store once in a while and stuff like that, but I'm not the type of guy who spends any amount of money on very much at all. So, yeah, this is my partially my birthday gift, and also some donations paid for part of one of the screens, like I said, and I'm almost done cleaning up my desk here. Mr. Church of Four, if you want to criticize the panel, come add to it. Maybe I'd come to your panel once in a while if I felt welcomed, but don't exactly feel welcomed. Not when all you do is attack me. Very rarely anything positive to say about 10th Man. So, you or your buddies, which I admit has happened over here a bit to you as well, but I think I'm going to be putting a stop to all that. I tried to let people work out their differences, but it doesn't seem like you guys want to work out your difference. It seems like you enjoy fighting like grandma. Start throwing some beer bottles, Looney Tunes. That's how you get the views. Okay. Get all that shit cleared off. What am I going to do with all this stuff? Jesus. What a fucking mess. What are you doing, cunt face?
So, you're probably going to be working on your birthday. Take this. It is super heavy and fragile. Do not drop it.
I'll open it live.
And don't break this one.
Don't ruin my show. I just got delivered a early birthday gift, a few months early, apparently.
Don't ask the price.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, this was not planned. I did not know that this birthday present existed. So, shall see about that. So, is anybody else in the basement again before I start getting my hands full? No, and I don't know why that would be. Yeah, I got you, Bones. Live your life. Live your life. Man, I don't even need this spare light bulb up on my desk. See, this is what happens is my desk ends up with fucking the place where I've put stuff that I don't use. Fuck. This is a lot of trash. A lot of trash on my desk, guys. A lot. Got a marijuana roach sitting there. Happens. Obviously got stuck underneath something. All right. So let's wipe this off. And I gotta move this shitty ass screen that doesn't work anymore and keeps shutting off that I paid $15 for 4 years ago or so. All right. Maybe I can fix that later, but highly unlikely. That one's probably had the biscuit. Had the biscuit. All right, well, let's check chat again before I get back into this. That's where I moved. Just puts his foot. So you moved and put your address out. That's genius. Their apartments. You said you moved to a house. Oh my God, Shiva's already on fucking Google Earth. Wow. Oh my God, I don't even follow country music, but I know who she is, Amanda. Oh, hi, Amanda Erickson. How's it going? I certainly would like to have you on panel because I would like to interview you actually. Yes, Peanut's voice. Go ahead. How's Peanut's voice? I noticed that you were less raspy last time we spoke. Interviewing Peanut's voice. Yes, simmer down, Mars. Simmer. See now, I wonder if these screens have display ports on them. Oh man, I hope I don't have to go buy adapters and can't even use these today. That would be very frustrating. Certainly would. What am I gonna do with this? Well, I suppose it can go behind a screen. My power bar. Right. Let's move some of this stuff. That's the charger for my razor. And jeez. Oh, I did. Oh, there's a second pack of papers. That's pretty awesome. All right, that'll be helpful. All right, let's put my razor adapter in here. Oh, what's up, bootlicker? Yeah, Bandit's been around a little bit, but everybody's busy now that we have real lives and can leave our houses. So I washed them for you. I can't keep up with what you guys are talking about. Naomi Judd. Pretty sure it was suicide based on the statement they put out. So very sad. Well, that's too bad. YouTube. I'm all hyped up on YouTube, but I mean, yeah. So Mars, if you wanted to come up here, you're perfectly welcome. Anybody's welcome on the panel. I don't think I'm going to tolerate too much more nonsense on my panel. People are going to be allowed to speak. It's going to be the way it used to be. I'm a little tired of the screaming matches where you don't let the other person speak. We'll see how it works out, but and I just have to wipe this off. And then we're going to see what these screens look like out of the boxes. They're still in the boxes, and apparently I have a birthday present to open as well. Which, see, this is the problem. I said to my husband the other day, I said, oh, so I had to buy a couple screens soon because, my supporters, my people from chat have, I really don't even know what to call you guys, supporters. I guess supporters is the least aggressive thing to call you guys. But I said, we need to buy screens because that's what the money was donated for. And then a couple minutes later, I had a text that said, are these ones good? And I'm like, can I look at it after work? Because my break is almost over and I really don't have time to even look at the specifications or anything. And then an hour later, a couple hours later, when I went on my break or got off work or whatever, my husband says, oh, well, I hope those screens were good because they're already on their way. And I'm like, oh, man, because, see, he's learned being with me for 7 years that if it's left to me to buy something because I'm so frugal, I actually will not usually get to buying it. I'll put it off. And these were on sale. Call us listeners. Yeah, but some of you guys come on panel, right? Mo cool. So I don't know. You're just my peeps. Mo cool. Why would you have a wrench? Are you going to be offensive? I'll try to add a wrench. See, don't forget, we're not on the regular channel. So does X already have a wrench? Yeah. Oh, you already have a wrench X. Who else needs a wrench? Oh, Bayou Bandit needs a wrench. There we go. Hi, Kitty. And who else needs a wrench? No Justice has one. Amanda, you're going to get one just because I know you a little bit from offline, so you seem pretty cool. I don't know many of you other people. And I don't even know if that's the real Shiva, so I'm not going to put a wrench on him right now. Helen Ritchell. Oh, well, hello, Joe. Who do you know? According to Radha, I'm a huge liar and fraud. Yeah, but consider the source, Amanda. Personally, I don't have a problem with Radha. I kind of like him. I like all you guys. I have no hard feelings towards Mars.
When did the Desert Storm end?
Desert Storm end?
Mm-hmm. 91,
like
right?
96 or something?
No, it ended in 91. She said she was in Desert Storm in 95. We were in Bosnia in 95.
Who says that, Amanda?
Yeah.
See, I don't know war timelines. I'm sorry. I don't.
Yep.
So, I don't know what to tell you about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe, do you ever think that maybe she just got confused and maybe she meant whatever that one was?
I don't know.
Silver Shield or something? Because there was Desert Storm and then there was another one too. What was that one called? Something Shield or something? Remember that? Desert Shield or...
Yeah, but that was in 2000.
It was?
Yeah.
I thought they happened at the same time.
Well, the Persian Gulf and then Desert Storm.
But there's some kind of shield one too. I remember it distinctly.
But if you're fighting in a war, you don't remember the year?
Maybe not. If you have PTSD or something, maybe not. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just hold on, because
you're an expert in everything else, but no, I don't know.
Hold on. See, hold on.
You never spoke to this person before. So
yes, I did on Discord the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I did. So, are you accusing her or insinuating in some way that there's stolen valor, or that she's
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the war was different time. I don't know her to say anything else.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I'm just saying that the war was over in 94, not 95.
I thought you just said 91.
That's what I meant. 91. I'm writing. I'm working,
see?
But I'm.
No, hold on. If you can make a mistake that easy, then so could she. Like maybe she just misspoke. I see. Well, hold on.
No.
Listen.
No.
I see people on here, and you say one thing wrong.
Yeah.
And then they come at you for 6 months.
I'm just saying that when she was questioned, she doubled down, even when given the opportunity to change. Just saying.
Well, she's not in the basement, so.
All I would say is, just because somebody comes on YouTube and says they're this and that,
right?
Do we believe them right away? You usually let them speak. Usually let them speak, and then it becomes obvious after a while.
Hi, Amanda. I'm not throwing shade at you. I never even heard of any of this that's being brought up right now. So
I'm going to talk with you directly, and this is going to be my last statement about this. This morning was absolutely ridiculous. There were 6 or 8 people that attacked me. I
Right.
provided military pictures. I provided so many things. Even provided a picture of me
Mute,
with a
Bones. I
mask
can hear you
on.
scraping. You can't even hear
And
her over your scraping, Bones. Mute, please. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
I provided lots of documentation. Um, again, I'm not going to rehash it. I'm not going to go over it again. People, I mean, he just misspoke. He originally said 1991, and then he said 1994.
Oh no,
Who are
let's
we?
not go there. Let's not go there.
So, I
You want
mean,
to you want to start talking about things like that.
Be
You have
nice.
plenty of opportunity. I am being nice. You have
I
plenty of
know.
opportunity to recant your statement, and you double down. So in this
damn right I
community,
doubled down because of how I was treated. And I
well,
don't
because
overlook
listen, just because
anything.
Hold
people,
on. Let her
well,
speak. No, no, no.
I
Hold
was
on.
still talking. I was still talking. What I'm
That's
saying
not.
to you is that you come into this community, people are going to listen and watch what you say. Just like when you told me the other night that, if people are using words that are insensitive, that you're going to, you got upset about that. And I'm telling you, well, you're in a free speech community. You got to know where you are.
Well,
Stop
I don't
sharing
know if you.
information.
Okay, hold on. You're throwing multiple things at once. Allow her to address what you're saying and don't interrupt her. Go ahead, Amanda, please.
Oh yeah, because I didn't like the fact that they used the word retard. I don't like
Okay,
some of these epithets that are thrown out. I don't like the
okay,
word faggot. I don't like all
okay,
of these insensitive words that are thrown out. I find them to
okay.
be insensitive and rude.
Yep. Okay, and I understand that. But may I ask why you would ever think that see, I had to come to a conclusion here very recently about a person who's a close compatriot of mine and me getting a little bit mad about some of the things that they said. And then I had to look internally because I can't control anybody else's behavior. I have to
Absolutely.
I have to understand why that affects me. So why would you ever believe like well actually that's a bad way to preface it is if you were so if somebody says the word retard, right? Say I call Bones a retard and you hear that and then you respond to it the way that I've heard that you responded quite aggressively apparently, but let's that scenario plays itself out. Are you expressing your unhappiness with that in hopes that they would not say that anymore, or you're just expressing yourself? I'm trying to understand your motives.
I'm just expressing myself, and here's the problem,
Yep.
10th man.
Okay.
You say one word, and I'm saying
Yep.
you proverbial. I'm saying
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah, yeah.
generalization. One word, or you make one statement, and it is
Yep.
pounced on like a bunch
Yes.
of hyenas. People
Yes.
take and twist things that are said, and
Yes.
it's really becoming disconcerting. It's
Mm-hmm.
bad when
Mm-hmm.
Shiva has to come up and defend me because
Yes.
I was being treated the way I was treated this morning.
Yep. That's one thing I respect about Shiva for the most part. He does the one thing he doesn't like is the same thing I don't like is we neither one of us like when people pile on somebody, right? Is if two people want to have a fight physically or verbally, go ahead and have a fight, right? If it's mutual.
Right.
But what I don't like is a lynching, right? I don't like when 10 people all pile on somebody because number one, there's no resolution to be had. And number two, it's zombie like cult behavior.
But
You know what I'm
if you're
saying?
saying, but if you're saying stupid shit, then you're going to get talk to them.
It's not stupid shit.
When you say the things you say don't line up with what you should be saying.
Okay, but that's your opinion. The
Well,
fact of
that's
the
people
matter is,
that have been
I
in the
know what I
military's
did.
opinion. So
I know what I did. I don't owe you an explanation.
So real quick, I just real quick. So I mean, I could care less whether you were in the military, whether you wasn't in the military. I could really give two fucks, right? But it seems like a big controversy right now, and you're up here defending it. I mean, now once again,
No,
I
I'm
care less,
talking 10th man.
and you don't have to show it or you don't have to do that. But if you were in the military, you'll have a DD-214. Everybody already knows your name.
And I'm not showing it.
Okay.
I refuse.
Okay.
There's only one person that I have shown any of my military stuff to, and that's Asmar, and he will not give it to you.
I'm not asking for it. I'm just saying if you wanted to shut all of it down, you could do so.
No, I'm not doing that. I don't feel obligated to do so. Again, it goes back to the fact that one person makes a statement or several statements, and it is taken out of context. I see it every day. I sit back and watch it, and it is ridiculous.
And you do realize
there's to anybody.
You do realize there are some people in this community that knows how to get a hold of military records, and they will publicize them.
Please do. I wish they would.
I'm not saying I know how to do it. I'm just saying there has been people in this community that has done that.
Please get it by all means. If you think you can get it, by all means get it.
No, I don't think I can. No, I don't have a first clue of how to do it.
I'm not saying you personally.
Okay. I have no idea.
You know, I've heard that before, and I have been told that they are not authorized to release them to just individuals.
That's not completely true because I know certain people that did get military records that are open to the public. But not all your military records are open to the public.
Exactly, and I don't have any that are open to the public. I don't have them filed with a courthouse. My DD-214 is right in here in my office.
Okay, I don't think that's how that works. If you were like a mechanic in there, people can find out if you were a mechanic. They might not be able to find out to the extent of where you went.
I told them what my MOS was. The fact of the matter is, I even provided pictures of me in the military.
What I'm getting at, that's kind of records they can pull to see if you were actually there or whatever. Once again, I'm just trying to help put it to rest.
I don't need anybody to help put it to rest. The fact is, people are going to say and do what they want to do, Andrew. You guys do it every day. I was attacked yesterday for going in to see Rebel, and you go in there, and 15 other people go in there every day and talk to him too.
Wait, did I attack you?
I didn't say you did. I said I was attacked for it.
But
hold on. So you were attacked by sock accounts or actual people coming and speaking to you or people that you know? See,
it was people that are upset about me going in there and being nice because apparently he made some kind of Amazon wish list. I don't understand all of that because I was only there for 15 minutes.
Okay.
But I somehow am involved in that, and now I'm buying him fucking coffee pots and all this bullshit.
But your problem is lately is that because when someone disagrees with you, you think that they're attacking you.
That is not true. But I literally
you did that to me in chat. You did that to me in a Discord, and I was just having a conversation with you.
I don't like that word. Well, and I'm sorry.
And I like I told you, well, you can't tell a grown up what they can say, right?
I want to go back and say, I want to go back and say, well, Andrew goes over there, 15 other people go over there, and no one ever goes after Andrew.
Bones, you have a tremendous amount of noise. When you're not talking, you got to mute.
Yeah, I can't hear anybody.
Do you know how much
tremendous amount of noise?
Do you know how much shit I get when I go over to Rebels and play nice? Do you know how many times my phone blows up? So your blanket statement is bullshit.
I don't know if it is or not, Andrew. I don't know that to be true.
No one gives them shit because you don't know what other people give other people.
Well, I was giving it publicly. What they do privately to you is between you and them.
Okay, so hold on. Pause.
And here's the deal. I'm a grown-ass woman who pays her own mortgage and pays her own way in this world, and I go anywhere I fucking want to go just like anybody else will.
Yep. Well, by golly, get on that horse and ride over there. I don't care.
Yeah, don't forget that Andrew's not telling you that you did anything wrong.
Oh,
you brought it up.
But I'm saying what's good for the goose is good for the gander. The point I'm making is I'm singled out, but 15 other people can go over there and
no, Amanda.
Who singled you out?
Hold on. So, we're getting there. But Amanda, first off,
So
First
I'm
off,
done with this little conversation. I'm not going to
yeah.
continue it. It upsets my liver to the point that I
You
have to
mean
take
any
medication.
conversation at all, or just
My blood
specifically?
pressure goes up
Okay, but that's because you
because I have
you
liver
don't.
cancer.
Well, I'm sorry. Oh, you're that lady. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. But that's. Are you saying that you need to leave the panel, or that you certain topics you don't want to talk
I'm
about?
just saying that when my blood pressure goes up, when people pounce on me and
Yep.
my blood pressure goes up, my liver starts hurting. And that's
Well,
a
I'm sorry about
reality.
that. Yes.
And
Um.
this morning was ridiculous. I didn't
Oh,
deserve it, and I'm not putting up with
Basement.
it.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If that's happening to you and you feel that way, why don't you just hit the X and leave
Jesus
when
Christ.
you're
I
on a panel like
did.
that?
Bones.
I did.
You mean like you're trying to make her do right now, and I'm getting really pissed off?
I'm having a conversation. I'm
No,
not
you're
yelling.
being rude and disingenuous, is what you're
This
being.
is part of my show too, and
Oh
I'm
my
just
May I
God!
asking
You're
you a
2 seconds from
question.
getting kicked off your show.
May I interject a moment?
I mean,
Jesus Christ!
Tiff
No,
asked
you
me
may
to
not.
come
You
up
have
here.
to wait a minute. So, Amanda,
Yes,
I've been
Tiff.
around for a little while. I'm not really sure how long you've been around.
I've only
Okay.
been here like 3 months in this community, and I
Okay.
regret even
So
coming.
I'm gonna try to use my time to try to help you a little bit. All right. You
Sure.
can take it or leave it. I've tried to help many people. 99.99% of them say, "Fuck you, 10th man. Who do you think you are?" And then they end in a fiery ball of catastrophe. Okay. So
Right.
you're not being singled out. They do this to everybody because, number one, they're trying to test your mettle to see if you're a bitch. Number two, you, ma'am, have a very strong opinion and a super, super cunty voice. Okay? So, what I would just like to recommend that in the future, and I'm not saying cunty in a bad way, I'm not coming at you, I'm just saying the way that you speak, it may not be what you're trying to sound like, but it just is how you sound, is arrogant, blah, 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 a bunch of stuff. Okay? I've been accused of all the same stuff, but the point is like I did encounter you offline the other day, and I understand you're just trying to take part in a group activity, which is great. But the way that you prefaced it, the way what we were talking about offline, rather than addressing it in a general fashion, you specifically said, "Hey, you person, if you go and do this, these specific circumstances may come up, in which case you should do this." And then people got all riled up because it sounded like you were kind of telling somebody what to do without knowing much about the situation. So instead, I have learned personally that when you're having a conversation like that about a sensitive topic, rather than addressing the specific situation and addressing that person and giving them instructions, what may seem like to some people as instructions, to instead address it in a general fashion and to say, "Hey, I had an issue similar to that, or a friend of mine did this, and then they ran into this problem, and this is how they dealt with it," right? Rather than addressing the actual thing, because people are very sensitive, especially after 2 years of shitpocalypse toilet paper wars. You have to treat people with kid gloves right now.
I'm sorry, you said shit pot, whatever you said. That was funny.
Right. Because I'm the guy who came on the internet in this First Amendment community because I was testing them. And I'm like, okay, First Amendment community, that means I can pretty much say whatever I want, right? And I got up on the panel and said, I've not barely ever met anybody smarter than me, or even as smart as me, or something like that.
No. You came on the panel and you said, I'm smarter than every one of you.
That's not what I said. I got the panel from Jeff about a year ago or a year and a half ago.
It wasn't on Jeff's panel. It was on fucking my Island News panel.
You're wrong. It started on Jeff's panel. Stop.
No.
Stop. I have it recorded, dude, and downloaded. So I could prove you wrong. Just don't, because we went through it and everybody. So hold on. And then after I said that I'm smarter than everybody else, because I did a panel a few months later that was called "I'm smarter than everybody else. Prove me right," and it really, people flipped right out. They flipped right out. They still go on about it to this day. And I'm a non-binary, transgender, transracial, paleo vegan ghost that's 51% gay and a wolf every second Tuesday, and I'm also a witch, right? And people just go on and on and on and on and on and on, right? They enjoy it. So just learn how to work around them.
You forgot 51% woman.
And 10th Man, I think you've seen where I stand with those issues, and I've shared with you about my brother and brother-in-law and about my nephew, and we can talk more about that privately.
You have not shared any of that with me.
Yeah, my nephew is trans, and so I am very much a supporter of that community.
I don't think she gets it, guys.
So,
No.
Anyway, I wanted to say, aside from that, it really doesn't matter. I just treat people how I treat them, and I don't care who they love and who they sleep with.
I'm starting to get an impression of who you are.
I mean, you love who you love, right? It's none of my business.
No. So now, Happy Hippie, go ahead before I start.
so
Well, no, are you going to give me an opportunity to
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
respond to
Go
your
ahead, Amanda.
comments
Sorry.
yet?
Sorry, yeah, go ahead and then Happy Hippie. Yeah, go ahead.
That's not Happy Hippie.
It's Nikki.
Oh, same thing. Go ahead.
No, it's two different people. Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead, Amanda.
I have found that there are some that believe there's a pecking order, and if you're not in that particular pecking order, I don't know who's making that noise. Can you please mute?
Bones.
That you shouldn't have an opinion. And the fact of the matter is, I am a very strong female, and I am going to give you my opinion just like everybody else gives theirs. And a lot of people
specifically a strong female. Yes, go ahead.
Right, and a lot of people find that very offensive. Okay.
No, just the way you preface it, but go ahead.
I don't generally get on panels a lot. I'm going to discontinue getting on panels a lot because I just don't need the additional stress. I had a very long conversation with someone today in Discord, and I'll be honest with you, people can say what they want to. Oh, she's using it as an excuse. I don't give a shit. The fact of the matter is my health comes first. And I'm going to do what I have to do to protect that. And if people find that offensive or whatever, then that's their problem. You know what? If you walk a mile in my shoes as a cancer patient, then come talk to me. So, I don't feel like I owe anybody anything, just like you don't owe anybody anything. Just like Andrew, nobody owes anybody anything. I shouldn't have to prove who I am. You know, if you want to know who I am, get in your vehicle and drive to Little Rock, Arkansas and come see me. I mean, that's the fact of the matter.
So, can I interject now?
Please.
Who is this?
Okay,
let me look. Is that Nikki?
So,
yes.
Yeah, Nikki, Amanda. So what I have to say is two things now, because I want to point out that I'm not Happy Hippie because I don't want people thinking my words are
all I saw was happy.
It's controversial, and I don't want people to think that I'm her.
Well, so, thank you for telling me the difference.
My question for all three of you left here, and it was for Andrew too, is because you guys brought something up that plays along the same thing. Why do we argue about the details? We're all adults. We all remember things slightly different every time we tell a story. Why do we argue about the details about each other's lives instead of taking the context of the story that they're telling? We don't do that in real life.
That's true. That's a very good way of looking at it. I didn't think about that.
I just wonder, I see a lot of arguing about the details. What date was it? What was the name of the operation? And that was 17 years ago. I don't fucking remember, you know, like.
Yeah, and it was 27 years ago.
I might say it wrong sometimes.
I fought in World War II in 2003.
Yep.
I mean, I can't tell you what I had for lunch last Wednesday. I'll be honest with you. The amount of medication that I take to keep alive every day, it's any wonder that I'm able to not drool on myself.
Survivor, you can't. I've survived cancer twice, so I understand. Your memory is one of those things that slides in and out.
Brain fog is a real thing.
And it's unfortunate that we argue the details instead of just going in for the context of the story they're telling. Like, I don't know, when I talk to the elderly, especially, they change their story every time, but the context is the same. It's just the stupid little details that don't matter. And then that's what I see argued all the time.
I think too, and I appreciate your commentary. I really truly do. And your perception of things, and I'm not being disingenuous. I think too that when you're new, or even if you're old, it's just easier for somebody to take something completely out of context and pounce on somebody just because they want to be an asshole. And if
No,
we
no,
sit,
no, ma'am. Hold on. So you need to understand that Bones tried to explain it to you, and yes, I muted you, Bones. I wasn't being disrespectful, but the background noise is ridiculous. So,
sounds
ma'am,
like he's beating up a piece of metal.
no, he's working for a living. So,
Oh,
anyway,
I see.
yeah. So, he's my co-host. So the issue is that you came into a place. I don't know how long you've been around, Nikki. You guys came into a segment of online conversations that is sometimes referred to as the First Amendment movement, right? So, I am not part of the First Amendment because I am actually in Canada, but what I am is an accountability activist. So
Oh, okay.
the issue is that we have seen some pretty nefarious crap, right? So as soon as we see somebody who comes along and says, I was in Desert Storm in the wrong year, we automatically assume that you are the Colonel, right? Another version of the
I
Colonel
don't know
who
who the
was a.
colonel is.
I'm going to explain it. And the videos are out there. If you want it, I'm sure people can show it to you very, very easily. So many people have exposed this over time. This person sat there for weeks or longer. I really don't know because it was just before I came here, but I was involved in it because people were talking about it constantly. And they said that they were a veteran. And then a person who I was actually quite close to for some time was supposedly driving them to their treatments at the Veterans Care Center.
Uh-huh.
And they were supposedly a paraplegic in a wheelchair, and this went on for a long time. There were fundraisers and every number of things, and then one day on panel they forgot their camera was on and they stood up and walked away.
Wow.
So you need to understand, and I'm trying to be nice, that people around here are not going to make excuses for your naivety, right? Just because you're naive doesn't mean you get to walk into a group of 1,000 people and go, I'm going to have my opinions and I'm going to say what I want. And you can't hold me accountable for what I say. Yes, they will. Expect it, because we're not going to let somebody come along and get close to the people that we know. And then all of a sudden one day we come online and there's a fundraiser. And then 3 months later, we find out everything that you said was a lie.
Oh, and
So,
let me be very
story.
clear. I've
No,
never
no, no, no.
asked
But
anybody for a dime, nor would I.
that's not the discussion.
I'm just putting that out there because I feel like that's kind of where that's going.
So I don't
And
No, you're not understanding. Sometimes it might be a taking advantage of a man or any type of thing. It could be anything. You should see the things that I've seen. We're just trying to make sure. Yeah.
They don't want their
Yes.
people hurt again. They're
I
trying to
didn't hear
protect
what
their
she
people
said.
from being hurt again by
Okay.
lie. And I get that. I really do. But what I don't understand is when the details are relevant, I get it. But when they're not, when it's not someone who's out here asking for money, when it's not someone who is doing anything other than putting their opinion in a chat, I don't see why it has to be such a big deal. Well, when they get to that, then maybe jump on them for it. But if they never do,
Okay, I'll tell you a quick story. Maybe
then
you're not quite getting the context here. So, I have a friend named, I don't mean to call out names, but everybody knows this, it's public. So, I have a friend that, well, I don't really have friends because I don't know these people, but an online friend, right? So, Bones is my online friend. They're not really my friends because I don't even know who they are. But Bones was dating a girl, and that girl approached me and said that another friend of mine, Golden Eyes, was stalking her. Okay? I didn't know this woman. I was on a vacation for like 3 months where I only did a few shows, and then I came back and I was approached by this lady. And she made a lot of accusations and backed none of them up. And then she came on my panel as she had asked and had no evidence. And that situation got so out of hand that most people don't even want to talk about it anymore. Get it? It's so uncomfortable, and so many people were involved. And then this Raquel person that was dating my co-host met some dude who is like literally probably I don't know, I don't want to insult him, but and then she got pregnant and they disappeared from the internet. You get it? So like the situation went on for a good 4 months plus where none of us still know any of the truth about anything because they just disappeared off the internet pretty much.
But
right?
isn't that their prerogative? I mean, like...
No, you don't get to come on the internet, make a whole bunch of accusations about people that you can't back up, cause a bunch of controversy just because you're looking for attention, and then go, oh, I'm just going to leave the internet, and I'll come back in 3 years and just act like nothing happened. And then if people call me on my bullshit, I'll just get all fucking triggered and act like a snowflake and act like they're bullying me. No, bitch. Fucking answer for your accusations. You don't get to come up in a motherfucker, act however the fuck you want, and then expect people to just forget. That's why I'm the motherfucker that quoted the phrase grandchildren's grandchildren. I'm a motherfucking ghost, and if people want to come around and fuck around, I will keep track of their fucking life and use every legal means at my disposal to fucking destroy their character for the rest of their life until their afterlife, and I'll fucking haunt their grandchildren's grandchildren and still be having fucking bots on the internet send the links to the videos to everybody in their town, every fucking public email address that fucking exists into generations forward. If you want to fucking play, if you want to motherfucking play, we'll play. But then shit gets out of hand, and then you cry and you cry. Not you specifically. I'm saying people. They, oh, why would you do these horrible things? Oh, I didn't do anything that bad. Who's to say what the fucking level of response is to be?
So
don't fucking play if you don't want to play.
I'm not familiar with that situation at all.
I'm just
the situation.
Okay, I get you.
And I get what he's saying again. So here's my understanding of what you said so that I can make sure I got a clear picture. The context that you're trying to get across is that people who come in can be very disruptive to a community that you enjoy and care about. They're not your real friends with the quotation marks, but they are your friends and you care. And when people come in and create big disturbances, just for the sake of creating disturbances, you guys don't want that. And there's always a fear of that with new people, especially those who come in making assertions they don't seem to back up. Is that what you're saying to me?
And actually, dude, my co-host very recently has actually had legal action taken against him just for saying a few stupid things. Nothing illegal whatsoever. And went to a courthouse. You guys obviously don't watch my show. And went to a courthouse and made a deposition to a judge that this person was stalking them from hospital to hospital.
Right,
and
right.
That they were in fear for their life. Her name is Sweet as Sugar. It was all lies. And I hope the fuck she ends up in jail for the rest of her life. So people like that.
I'm very familiar with the situation that you're talking about. I won't go into details of how I'm familiar, but what I will tell you, and I do watch your show, what I will tell you from my understanding of what you're trying to get across with all of these different stories is that it happens a lot, and therefore you are justified in trying to be protective of what you hold dear, of what you enjoy and what matters to you. And I get that. I do. I absolutely get that. So at least now I understand why these details get so bandied about, because it's an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Right. Your feelings of details is not my concern. You can feel any way you want, but we're going to ask the questions, and if you don't like it, X out. That's how I feel about when anybody wants to. Oh, the details are. We don't ask the details in real life. We don't do that. I don't know where you've been. But people, when they say they fought in World War II and it was in 2015, yeah, you start asking questions. Just saying.
I meet people all the time that say they're veterans. I don't sit there and grill them in the Walmart parking lot.
Right, you
What
meet them, but
is?
then no, hold on.
Yeah.
Do you meet them and then hang out with them and talk to them every day on the phone, and then more of their stories don't match up, and then you just turn a blind eye to all of it and just go along with whatever they say? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. You took that and went completely
Okay,
a different
but you
direction.
said you meet people, right? So those
I'm
are
saying
people
you
that you
generally
don't,
run into, hey, you see
right? But you
something.
don't talk to them regularly, right?
Amanda,
No,
don't
but
you
if we're
think
Hold on,
gonna
pause. Happy, I'll let you go in a second, but you
if
don't
we're
talk
gonna
to them
pound the
regularly, right?
details, let's pound the details. Am I supposed to interrogate every person I meet for every detail that they say is true? I mean, I'm
No,
not
not
saying
when you
that
meet
as a
them, but when they
generalization.
have you been on panels in Discord regularly?
Um, no, and when I'm there, I don't say much. I just listen.
I heard you yesterday. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
So all
rarely
I'm
say
saying is
anything.
you're talking about meeting somebody. We're talking about that you're part of a community now. So when you join a community, they're gonna ask questions. Go
Well, and
ahead,
here's the thing
Happy.
too, Tenth.
so? What I was going to say is, I
I'm
kind of
sorry.
see this as being invited into somebody's home. I go on. I've been on Hippie's panel quite a bit, and I really enjoy hanging out with him. There's quite a few people who I enjoy hanging out with in these chats, but it's like you're invited into their home. So I can see where you're coming from now. Like, thank you for answering my questions because I get the point now. Like, it's this is your space, and I kind of see that. Like, because when people ask me not to come back to a chat, I leave and I don't come back because it's their home.
No, then I live there. So yeah, like right now, the point of this panel is the unboxing of apparently my birthday present. That not the phone. That's my game phone. My birthday present here, and these screens that some of my viewers paid for part of one of them, right? And then the rest is like a birthday present for myself or whatever.
When's your
And
birthday?
in a few months.
Oh.
So I don't spend a lot of money on myself. So, um, exactly what this lady is saying, this happy lady, is, we all found each other over 2 years ago at the beginning of Shitpocalypse Toilet Paper Wars. I came online, said stupid things to see how people would react, and then we became friendly. And then when everything got locked down and we were all locked in our houses and thought that we were all going to get eaten by zombies within a few days, we all started hanging around each other. So we've been doing this. We used to do it for a good 4 or 5 months at least. We did it for sometimes 18 hours a day, right? We would hand off from panel to panel to panel. So we all became very close, just like a family. The largest majority of us, yeah, there's some black sheep like Polly and Rebel, right? But the fact that anybody even pays them attention is much more than they're getting in real life. So yeah, they're black sheep in the family, but they're still part of the family.
Not according to some.
You guys have intensive trauma bonding, and when people come into this, like new
Yes.
people, it's very off-putting if they don't seem straightforward.
Well, and here's something
Yes.
else I want to ask a question of you, 10th man. Are you a perfect person? And I'm not trying to be disingenuous. Your answer is going to be no. Okay. Just
No,
like everybody.
no, hold on. My answer is going to be as close as a person can be to perfect.
Exactly. But sometimes people misspeak, correct? And they don't actually
Oh, I
remember
misspeak all
things.
the
And
time.
absolutely. And sometimes the details get jumbled up and they get confusing, okay? The fact of the matter is I say I serve in Desert Storm, but it's really the Desert Storm error, okay? ERA, all right? And because I didn't say things the way I should have, and the way that they expected me, that I'm suddenly a liar, or I refuse to answer questions, then that means I'm a liar. No, it just means that I'm trying to self-preserve myself, because I don't feel that I have to get out every single piece of paper from my life and show it to people on the internet that I don't even know.
We get it, but no one would probably ever ask for that if you didn't bring it up. But so the point is
And I wasn't even
maybe,
talking about the military in the chat. I was talking about something else.
but maybe, did you ever think that responding to it is the problem?
I think that I should have never engaged, and that's a conversation that I had privately earlier.
Yes.
I should have just let it go, because, stupid is as stupid does, right?
Just trying to say these people are nuts, so get used to it. That's all I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah, and I appreciate...
I'm going to drop down. Thank you for answering my question. I have a better understanding now.
Okay.
All right, you have a good day.
And I appreciate you taking the time, 10th Man, to explain to me the ins and outs of things.
It's not all your fault. You just don't understand where you are. You've gone into Wonderland, right? You literally fell through the rabbit hole and you ended up somewhere you don't understand. And I've just explained it to you. This is my house.
Well,
these are my people. This is my land.
People
this is what we pray
so
for.
Quick to just jump on somebody. I mean, not everybody's a liar. Not everybody's here trying to be nefarious.
But
not everybody who's questioning you is attacking you.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry when somebody calls me a bitch and a cunt, and
I've heard you call people names too, but that's not what I did.
And tells me that I have stolen valor for 3 hours is ridiculous.
Push the X, leave the conversation.
I did.
And now you go around telling everybody the story.
Right.
No, I haven't said anything to
anybody. It sounds like you came up on panel and you're talking about it right now.
Yeah, because 10th Man, I wanted to ask him a question.
Right, you brought it up.
No, you brought it up.
She came up on panel.
No, you brought it up. That's why she came on panel. No.
No.
That's not a fair.
I'm not talking about. No, it is fair, because the fact of it is that she sit there and said that she left. She was having her issues with her health. I get all that, and I pray for you, and I hope you have a speedy recovery. But the fact that you're still here talking about it, you must like this.
But Bones,
and not everybody. And let me one more thing, please. Not everybody who questions anything to you is attacking you. The fact that
might be rightfully so, but you mentioned it today. I didn't bring it up.
Right.
The idea that you get upset when someone says a word that you don't like, this might not be the place for you to be.
Well, just as you're entitled to your opinion,
that's right. It is my opinion. Sure. And then, but you can't tell a grown-up what to do.
You can't tell a grown-up what to do either. Touche.
So when someone says a word you don't like, what's the problem? You're going to tell them again that you're going to talk to them later and try it.
We agree to disagree and we go on.
Yeah, but then you classify. When I had a conversation with you the other night in Discord, you started classifying as I was attacking you, and I'm thinking we're having a discussion. Oh. You can't tell how I feel or how I'm saying things by the fact of reading the text.
Hey, but Bones, I'm going to tell you something about that conversation that you don't know. After that conversation was done,
Bones.
Pardon me, I didn't mean to cough.
A lot of noise, Bones.
I was done with it. I wasn't sad. I wasn't mad. I've seen you since then and didn't think it. I didn't think anything else of it. Honestly, that's the truth, Bones.
That's not what you said.
I just talked it up to you have an opinion, and I have an opinion.
And then
that's the problem.
You told people I attacked you. That I did not.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't hear you.
He said that you told people that he attacked you.
Absolutely not. I didn't bring up bones to anybody. Show me the clip. Show me in Discord where I brought it up to somebody. I took the stuff down. Nobody even knew what we were talking about.
He'll get to it. Go ahead, Rada.
Oh, hello. Thank you. I just let her talk and bury herself. That's usually what she does well. So anyway,
I'm not going to stay up here with this piece of garbage.
Okay. So
no, he won't attack you. No, hold on. He won't attack you while I'm here. No.
I'm not. Nobody ever attacked you. People were asking you questions because you come online and you make. How many times do you go? All right. So basically, why we basically question you is because how many times a day do you go online and say, "I'm a Desert Storm vet. How dare you treat me like this or this and that?" So that's the reason why people
rarely bring it up every.
Yeah, you always do. Also,
no,
plus,
I don't.
Nikki's happy little life said something earlier about not knowing details or having foggy details. Well, Nikki, there are World War II vets who think Truman is still president to this day. However, they can recall every single account of their military service. I mean, there's certain things that you don't forget about the military, and
that's your opinion. My dad served in Vietnam, and he doesn't remember everything.
No, it's probably because he doesn't want to say everything because of the traumatic experience.
He doesn't remember everything because your brain blocks trauma.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that a career military man is lying? No, I'm telling you that everybody has a different
Yes, actually, ma'am. Hold on. You can't make a general. You don't know where you are. Yeah. So did you just make the statement? Would a career military man lie? Yeah, most definitely. 89% of them are piece of shit lying fucks. Yes. Like I don't know. You heard the part where I said I'm an accountability. Hold on. You heard the part where I said I was an accountability activist, right? So I follow news stories for like years and explain. So yes, most of those people, just like here in Canada, how we had United Nations troops come here and beat up our citizens on the streets of our capital city.
I don't know anything about that.
Of course, you don't probably, ma'am. I'm trying to be super nice, right? But you don't even know who I am apparently, because like you can't. How can you make a statement like that? A virtue signaling snowflake statement like could your father possibly be lying? Yeah, 99% chance he's definitely lying. Yes.
Well, I know my dad.
You just have blind faith that you just know the way the things are working.
I mean, don't you guys have real relationships outside of YouTube where you trust people that you care about?
Nope.
Do you think that everything they tell you is a lie?
Mostly, yep.
I don't live my life that way.
Right.
I take people at their word. And if my dad says, "Hey, I don't remember some part of this because we were in a bad dogfight and people were fucking getting shot and we had gotten shot down in our helicopter,"
but that's not even what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the year. It's all about the same thing, right? Is people are calling into question your integrity, and you don't want to know something?
Yep,
they have every right to do so.
And I have every right not to answer questions. I have every right not to show anybody anything.
No, ma'am. No, you don't. No, you don't get to come on the internet.
It's my life.
If you don't want people digging into your life, don't come on the internet. Soon as you came on this panel today, you are now a public figure, right? So as soon as you become a public figure, you no longer have that right to anonymity as a private citizen. That's just the way that it works. If you don't like it like that, then you need to eradicate all your information off the internet, beg the people that you've been on panels to delete those panels for you, and just disappear from the internet, because that's not how Johnny Depp doesn't get to now say, "Oh, well, I went online and had this big trial online, but I don't want to talk about it in any interviews."
Well, I'm not Johnny Depp. I'm not a movie star.
Yes, you are. As soon as you came on the 10th Man show, you became a public figure.
And
Well,
you
I
sitting in
disagree
chat
with
telling
that
people
premise.
that you're a Desert Storm veteran every
Let
10
Golden
minutes.
go. Maybe she can explain it. Go ahead, Golden.
Oh God, I'm just listening to you guys. Like, I don't think I'm some sort of public figure just because I'm on the internet. But anyway,
Exactly.
I'm gonna say,
The dumbest shit I've
okay,
ever heard.
I think, and I'm this is coming from somebody who is completely objective on this, because I've actually seen you on a couple of panels talk about this, and you handle it in two different ways each time. The first time I saw you, what Rada said, you were up there and you were telling people how you were in the military and you were showing your little bottle of sand, and everything was great. You were getting a lot of accolades and everything was wonderful. And people would ask you questions and you answered a few, and then that was pretty much the end of it. Then when you went on Rada's, or late last night, you I don't know how it was brought up. I don't remember that part. But what I do remember is that when your military service was brought up, you were fine until people started asking questions. The moment that they started questions, you got defensive and started with the bitches and fuck yous.
Yeah,
And
you know why? Because
hold
I
on.
made one wrong move and it got taken out of context.
And I think that is probably why, because you got defensive. And the fact that I want to go back to I have many family members who served. My husband was a Marine, and one thing I can say at every turn, it's one thing, especially if you served during combat, like years of war, active war, there are certain things you don't forget. You will always remember. They'll be engraved in your brain. And it doesn't matter what kind of injury you got, or if you didn't get an injury. There's certain things that the military imprints upon you. They make sure that they do that the moment that you go into basic training. So the fact that you weren't remembering basic things, it was a red flag. And
what
I don't
basic
blame
things
people.
did I not remember?
You didn't answer your MOS right away. You didn't
I said
answer
my MOS multiple times. I said it 15 times.
I'm saying right away last night though. And then
so because I didn't do it immediately, that makes me a liar.
No, it's the fact that you got defensive.
You got immediately defensive. I don't owe anybody anything on the internet, just like you don't.
I know. Listen, but the thing is with the military service in this country, especially, okay, but anywhere in the world I can imagine, but in this community and in this country, people, if you say that you come here saying that you're in the military, people like to commune with other military members. So like Rada, who has served, I'm thinking, am I correct? You served, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
there
are
men and women.
He didn't.
Hold on. Men and women who have served, immediately you go, oh, you served too. Where did you go? Where were you based? What was your MOS? You start asking all kinds of questions and you're communing with these people. That's what this is. People are going to ask questions. And when things don't sound right, they're going to ask even more. You can't get away with anything here. I'm just telling you. If you're going to come here, I'm not saying you're lying. Hold on. I'm not saying you're lying, but if you are, you're not going to get away with it here. People are going to call you out. I'm sorry.
That's great. Y'all want to know how much money's in my trust account? Do you want to know how much is in my
I
trust
really
we don't care. You don't.
Not unless you come online and tell us you're a millionaire and then start begging for money. All we're saying is, if your statements,
it's none of y'all's business, and you want to know every single
it
thing
is
about every single
Amanda.
person.
No, it is. It is. If you start,
no, it's not.
Nobody's asking every single thing. They were asking you questions about your military service. That's not asking questions about your bank account. That's not asking about your cancer. It's not asking about personal things. It's asking.
Rada, why don't you
talking
tell
about
them that
something
you
very
lied to
specific.
me?
Amanda, it wasn't the best of your
you lied
ability.
to
Amanda,
me?
you came on the internet and said you served in Operation Desert Storm, which
Rada,
ended in
tell them that you
1991.
lied to me.
Ended in 1991. You said you were in Kuwait during Operation Desert Storm for 1995. That is 4 years or 5 years after Operation Desert Storm ended.
So you're not going to answer it. You're just going to keep talking.
God.
See what I mean?
But, Desert Sword, wasn't it?
If I ask Rada all the questions that people were asking you, he would be able to answer them without a pause.
No, he hasn't, because I asked him multiple times why he lied to me and said he never served in the military.
He doesn't have to tell you. He doesn't have to tell you that.
Oh my God, he just answered my question.
I don't.
Right,
come
but
on
he
the
also didn't
internet.
assert that he did. No, you're
I
not.
don't-
You
Okay.
see, I don't think you're smart enough to be here.
Yeah,
I don't think she is.
so. Is listen.
Oh
You
my
That's what I
God.
was grasping
I
earlier.
really don't think,
Rod is
because I don't
also-
come on the Amanda, I told you this last night several times. I do
Oh
not come on the
my
internet
God.
and tell everybody that I'm a veteran. How dare people speak to me like that, like you do?
Mhm.
So
I
when you
don't
say
tell
things like
anybody
that,
not to
people are
speak to
going to
me
question you.
anyway.
And then when you come out and said, "Listen, I'm a Desert Storm veteran," and then we find out you were in Desert Storm in 1995, it doesn't add up. You're not a
Rhoda,
Desert Storm
you
veteran.
lied to me, and she just said that you don't
You are
owe
not
me
a Desert
anything.
Storm veteran.
I think in this
You
in this
served during
I
country
the
am a
Persian
too.
Gulf
Desert
War.
Storm veteran.
You
I
are
think-
not.
I think
It's
also
the Desert
in this
Storm era.
Amanda.
No such thing.
I think
Yes,
you
it
are very
is.
well aware of how people treat our veterans here. We treat them with absolute respect. And I think that when you get caught in certain situations, you kind of throw that out as a card because people can't, like some women like to bring up the fact that they're a woman and how dare a man speak to them that way. I think
Which
you
she
kind
used
of
last
use it. I think you kind of use that card like I'm a veteran and you
No,
can't
I
speak to me
don't.
that way and you have to have respect
I
for
mean,
me.
Golden, don't
And
you
No,
have
just
nothing
no.
to
Hold
do
on.
with
my
Allow her to
veterans.
respond, and I would like to preface her response with this, ma'am. That's when I got a little triggered earlier, right? Weird things trigger me that, like, normally society is bred into most people to accept these things. But earlier, I had made the statement that you seem to be a very strong-willed person, right? And then when you responded, you said, "Yeah, I'm a very strong-willed woman. I don't give a fuck if you're a woman. I don't care what you got between your legs. I don't care what the fuck you are in any way." I said person, and that you preface it with the "I'm a woman" and blah blah blah. I don't give a fuck about your fucking gender or whatever the fuck you got in your head. Don't give a fuck. All people are trying to say to you in very plain English is don't say stupid shit and then expect people not to ask questions about it, because you're in the wrong place. You're in Wonderland.
Touche. Rhoda lied to me, and not a word is said to him.
What did I
Because
lie?
you asked him a question. Because you asked him a question.
I may misspeak, and I am raked over the coals.
Okay.
And you know what,
Good.
Tiff, man? I'm going to tell you something. You told me when I come up here that this panel was going to be handled appropriately. I'm not going to
It
sit
is.
here
Nobody's
and
calling you out of your
rehash.
name.
No, you
You
need to
called-
stop talking, Golden. You had an opportunity. Now it's my turn.
No. Let
So here
her
comes
cry
the
for a
victim
minute.
card
Hold
now.
on. Let her cry. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm not crying about anything.
You're not going to
If you
like what I
have an
say after what
opportunity
you
to
say, so
speak,
go ahead.
It's my turn to speak now. I deserve a rebuttal too.
Of
I'm
course.
not going to sit here and rehash everything that went on at 5:00 this morning,
Yeah, you were
where
wrong. Then.
people demanded that I get up out of the bed and go get my former uniform, my Class A uniform, and show it to them. I am
That's
under
not
no
true.
obligation to do so.
Okay.
And if that doesn't set right with you and your crawl, then that is your problem.
Well, then you need to understand that if you're going to go on a panel and talk about your military service, people are going to question you about it, period. And you can't sit there and yell and scream and say that you're being attacked when you're not. No one has called you out of your name while you've been up
you
here.
guys have nothing better to do with your time.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Situations, Amanda. You kept saying, I'm not talking about it anymore.
I was minding my own business
on Rada's yesterday. 5 times last night. You went up on his panel to talk about it. And each time you said, I'm not talking about it anymore.
Okay. Hold on. Pause. Everybody pause. So
I was minding my own business.
I understand that a lot of people have some kind of feels about the minutia of this discussion, but ma'am, I would like to ask you, because you addressed me specifically and said that I said that this panel would be handled respectfully or something, and that it's not. That's what I'm saying is you're in Wonderland, ma'am. You are in a place, you do not understand where you are. It's actually quite sad to see this happen to you, because somebody's feeding back. I think it's you, Joe. I'm gonna have to mute you for a minute.
No,
I'll let you
that's
speak.
Amanda.
Can I say one last thing and I'm gonna drop? I'm gonna say one last thing and I'm gonna drop.
No, that's what you told me, 10th man, when I first came up.
No, but hold on. Just you can go right after me. I need to get this. So, Amanda, this is appropriately. See, maybe not for you. No, but maybe not for you. And I'm going to try to say this as nicely as possible. And you're going to have to mute when you're not talking because it's feeding back really bad, ma'am. That you would say that this, how people are speaking to you, and like we're actually speaking in a normal tone and no one's screaming, and that this is somehow wrong to you. And I'm going to let you respond if you'd like after this, and then I'll let Joe Cool go. But this is what I'll say to you. Go. No, hold on. 1 second. 1 second. I'm almost done. It's just to your accusation as to my panel not being palatable to you, and the conduct of the people being on the panel being somehow offensive to you, is go fuck yourself, you snowflake cunt. Who the fuck do you think you are? Your feelings or anything about you or the way that you think about anything has no effect on me, and you can stick it up your stupid dirty cunt. You do not fucking come around anywhere in any fucking sphere and start telling other people how they can act, and also say you're not going to answer questions. What I have to say to you, ma'am, is what the fuck are you going to do about it, you stupid fucking snowflake bitch? Who the fuck do you know who the fuck I am? You're playing with the wrong motherfucker. You better fucking care, because now people are going to look into you. You came into the dragon's lair. Now there's going to be people, they're going to find out everything about you, everything that's ever fucking happened in your life. We're going to be talking to your boyfriend from fucking high school, you stupid bitch. You think that what you saw before now is inappropriate? How fucking stupid are you? People tolerate this from you in your real fucking life? This snowflake fucking bullshit. You are what is wrong with this world. This is why we have our rights being taken away by stupid bitches like you. Going around fucking whining and fucking crying and telling everybody else what they can do, and you don't have to answer fucking questions. Fuck you, you stupid looking dumb dirty cunted fucking bitch. That's what the fuck I got to say to you. You mean nothing to anybody, and you're not going to take our fucking rights away. And then when the fucking militias rain down upon your fucking head, I don't want to hear your snowflake fucking whining then either, because your feelings do not trump our fucking rights. Fuck you, bitch. Go ahead, fucking Joe Cool.
Militias are coming after me now? This is funny.
I'm going to find out everything about you, and I'm going to haunt your grandchildren's grandchildren, bitch.
I'll find out everything about you too, buddy. It'll take one phone call, I promise.
Bring that shit the fuck on! I'm not scared. I'm a public figure. I'm not scared of you.
I don't care who the fuck
but
you are.
You're scared. That's why you're acting like a snowflake bitch, going around telling everybody what they can fucking say and fucking lying.
You're
wait, bitch. Fucking wait and fucking see. Wait and fucking see. Wait and see. It was till you started running your fucking mouth and calling my conduct into question. Who the fuck do you think you are?
I'm the fucking bitch that rolled up in here, and I'm the bitch telling you that you didn't.
You're nothing.
King of YouTube.
Nothing. I'm the king of motherfucking YouTube, bitch.
You didn't keep your word, man. You lied.
Amanda, before I left the crib, I heard you talking about how you felt. How you doing, baby? I heard you talking about how you felt like you had to come up and always, respond to your military record repeatedly, because people keep asking. You don't have to keep repeatedly responding when they keep asking.
Exactly, and I'm done.
That part is your choice.
10th man.
You're right, but according to 10th man, I have to tell everybody about my life, that I'm a public figure and I must and I shall. That's what he just got done saying for the last 15 minutes.
Hello.
Wait, you want to know what kind of fucking toilet paper I have?
Hang on, you gotta drop people. I'll drop. I just came up here to be stupid and scream because everybody else is screaming, so I'll drop down.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to stay long. I was just going to point out that there's a whole bunch of women.
When I came up here, we were going to have a good discussion.
There's a whole bunch of people on this panel who are attacking somebody. Hello, Amanda. I'm just saying that once again there are a bunch of people on a panel attacking somebody who is both a veteran and a woman.
And guess what? None of that qualifies you to have more rights than me, motherfucker.
Yeah, but 10th
none of it. None of it.
10th man.
We're either equals or you're my fucking subjects. Those are the two choices.
Not a veteran.
Why you were? I feel like there might be some subconscious misogyny being played out here, perhaps.
No. Sure, dude. Amanda? Yeah. Because there's a woman up here saying the same thing. She's misogynist too. No, listen. Tucker Carlson said something really.
I mean, there is such a thing as internalized misogyny in
the facts that was it.
There's also a such thing as we're all equals or you're my subjects. None of you have special rights. This shit that I've heard about you have a mental illness, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck about you, bitch. You know what? You stay on your side.
Steve is the king of not letting that I'm a woman excuse shit fly. He corrects me on that shit all the time when I say that y'all shouldn't on a woman. He tells me woman has nothing to do with it, Joe.
Oh,
so
I've changed my mind.
He's trolling you, bro.
I've changed my mind, Joe, because it's been pointed out to me that I attack women, and that's very mean. And so
I've said the exact same thing that I said to Amanda to you.
I don't agree with that.
And so now I'm turning over a new leaf. So I'm not being
That's
mean.
right, you've been chivalrous.
Being chivalrous is not the same. It's not the same.
I'm doing metaphorically holding doors open.
Okay, you don't have to put up with any sort of abuse because it comes from a woman. Sorry, that is not
Golden eyes. Again, this internalized misogyny that you're expressing is not a
good. Stop it. I mean, according to everybody, listen. I mean, it is a common misconception that I hate men. So I don't know.
You get it too. You got that too.
Yeah, I'm a like a hardcore feminist, and I hate men. I'm a man hater. Yeah, which is
what I find interesting
farthest thing from the truth.
Is that you, 10th man, said that this panel was going to be carried out in such a way.
Right.
Why don't you shut the fuck up, Rada?
That's dependent on your behavior. You got up here. I said you were a strong person.
I've done nothing but.
And then you prefaced it with woman, right? And then you said, would a military, are you saying that a career military veteran would lie? I'm like, yeah, they fucking would. Like, you're saying the most absurd things I've ever heard.
Who are you to tell me my father's a liar? Go fuck yourself.
You're a liar.
No, I don't think he meant it that way. I don't think he meant it that way.
I didn't hear that.
Like, when I talked to my father about the Vietnam experience that he had, when I was little, he omitted a lot of things. Obviously, he did not want me to know about the really gross, disgusting stuff that happened. But as I got older, I actually did a paper on the Vietnam War, and he opened up to me. And now I started realizing why my dad had problems sleeping, why he refused to go sleep in his bed at night, why he would wake up. I just left him in his chair if he fell asleep, because if I tried to wake him up, he'd wake up swinging and screaming. And it was all, and back then they didn't know what PTSD was. I mean, now we know what it is, but back then they didn't know anything about that. I'm just saying, it has been 1968 when my dad was in Vietnam. And he remembers every detail, every fucking detail. And he was a helicopter pilot. He got to see a lot of shit.
My dad was a crew chief on Huey's.
And he came in and picked up like a lot of the injured, and he saw a lot of crap. A lot of his best friends dying in front of him. I mean, he just remembers everything.
All right, tie it to this. I think where you're going with this is that Amanda may be going through some things. Don't let me put words in her mouth.
What?
I thought you was going to tie it to it.
I'm just saying, it's rare that I've ever met anybody who's ever served in the military, even during wartime, that they don't know details. And if you're going to come here in this community, and this is just a warning, and I think other people have warned you, if you come into this community and you say that you're in the military and you start getting accommodations from people and stuff, and they're like, thank you
nobody's
for your service.
Giving me anything.
Well, I'm sure you've gotten thank you for your service. And that because we have mad respect for our veterans here, right? So
after that comes the where's your I-2 form and your
DD2, yeah,
exactly.
DD214. But you know what? If people think for a moment that you're lying, then they'll look into it.
I could say the sky is blue, and somebody would argue with me and say that it's really green. That is what I have found in this.
The sky is bronze.
For me, I'm not saying you're lying. I'm not.
The sky is bronze.
If you did serve, I do thank you for your service and sacrifice. I know the kind of courage it takes to even join the military. And actually stay in without becoming an alcoholic,
Golden, the fact that you would even say that to a woman is just speaks volumes.
How dare you?
Do you know what I mean, Amanda? Like, where's the solidarity?
I want to say something to Joe Cool that really resonated with me. Joe, you absolutely hit it on the head. Nobody owes anybody anything. I'm not required to show anybody anything, just like you're not required to show me anything, Joe. And the fact is that some people have it in their little brains that we are somehow required to show our life when we come to the door and knock on the door to this community. You know, people come here to have a good time. They don't come here to be fucking harassed.
Yeah, we're not just here for your entertainment to, to make sure your feelings are fucking catered to, and then you go petition your government for laws that say what we can say and what we can't say. I know your type of person, man. I know your type of person. I see it on TikTok every day. I see it across the internet. You're a Karen, right?
I don't have a fucking TikTok.
Are there a lot of veterans on TikTok?
She'll sit down in a crosswalk.
We have a lot of veterans on TikTok. Yes, we do.
She'll sit there at a crosswalk and sit down in the crosswalk and scream at the person that she has the right of way because she's in a wheelchair, and then stand up and move her hands like she's walking while she's sitting in a wheelchair. That's the type of person that this lady is. She's a snowflake.
No idea what kind of person I am.
I do.
You here make generalizations about bullshit that you don't know. That you actually told me that you are the god of the internet.
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
Okay, well, there's a lot of people that think that shit. Doesn't mean
who the fuck are you?
That was good.
King of motherfucking YouTube.
No, I did not. I'll give you cash, man.
Okay. If anybody's the fucking guru
Joe
of the
Cool
fucking
only deals in
YouTube,
cash.
fucking Joe Cool. Joe Cool's the motherfucking mafia leader. He's the goddamn.
Yes, he's the mafia leader.
Oh my god. Okay.
So is Joe Cool a criminal? Is he in organized crime?
Well, I don't know.
Apparently.
There's a lot of you two involved in organized crime. I mean, you tell me, Shiva.
No, not recently.
Not recently. Okay. I mean, I'm just using that as a generalization.
Not within a statute of limitations.
I doubt a mob boss would have time to come up on.
It's a figure of.
I mean, if you really want to criticize Joe Cool, Amanda, just criticize his taste in footwear is very dodgy.
That's what they say, man. Look at that. Shell toe.
Oh well, he's not wearing the flip flops today.
I'm not wearing the flip flops today.
We should question it completely, huh, Shiva?
And his relationship with fences and his butthole just isn't a good relationship.
Good study books, winters. Wait, let me ask Golden. Golden, do you question Amanda? You said, hey, if you in the military, hats off, thank you for your service. You said if, because if I say I'm gay, you'd assume, he's no reason for him to lie. But you said if, it makes me think you question.
Well, just because of her behavior. I mean, I'm going off of things that, like when she's on a panel. Hold on, when she's on a panel.
I'm good, baby. Thanks.
I noticed that, like, for instance, I don't know if you guys remember Patrick Sneed, God rest his soul. He was one of the first people.
I got it, baby. Just brought my order up.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Joe Cool. For fuck's sake.
Patrick Sneed, he went to S&S Productions. Patrick Sneed used to say these outlandish stories about when he went to Panama and saved a bunch of people, and
he was
and he got called out. you know, he got called out because they didn't believe his stories, and he would do the same thing. He would deflect. He would tell people to fuck off. You're a bunch of bitches and hoes and all that. And yeah, and come to find out,
that's what Amanda's doing.
Teresa pulled up his stuff, and he was in the military. That was true, but he didn't do the things that he claimed he did.
All right,
and
so you're making a parallel there.
Is this Golden?
like,
Golden, are you just
been in the military? But maybe she wasn't in the Gulf. Maybe she didn't
Golden,
do Desert Storm, and that still is wrong. You can't
Golden,
say you've done things when you know. Even in the military, that's a code of ethic amongst other.
You're right.
Military.
They'd be harder on her than we are.
If you've never seen war, you can't claim that you did. When you just sat your ass in the fucking barracks the whole time.
Do you think that they just let people get into the VFW and do all of these things?
Yes,
just because?
they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, actually,
God, I go up to VFW all the time. I'm not a veteran.
Yeah, you go with somebody else.
No.
Is this like jealousy, Golden?
No.
Are you jealous of the fact that Amanda is a strong, independent woman who's a Victoria's Secret model?
Yeah,
Amanda, can I ask you a question?
I'm jealous of that, yes.
I mean, I could have said that I saved 55 people and I would have been a liar. I could have said that I
Yeah, but you say it close enough. Amanda, why are you more willing to show a bottle of sand from Kuwait with Arabic written on it than anything that's actually military related?
Quit.
You also said that you showed everything on ASMR's panel. You showed all your military stuff. However, earlier you just retracted. You contradicted yourself and said the only person you ever showed anything military related was ASMR. So which one is it?
Well, she showed us like flags and stuff that she had from over there. She didn't.
I can get all that from
she
eBay
said
too.
She showed ASMR.
I can't check my DMs right. Hold on, I'll try, But I mean, all that stuff you can get from eBay. But what you're not going to get from eBay is a military.
Weren't you on that panel?
Can I see your VFW card?
On that,
Say that again, Joe.
Yeah, I was on that panel.
Yeah, I thought so too.
No documents.
And yeah, that's right, because I dropped the coin and I told everybody that.
Okay, you can get coins off of eBay. But you were saying that you showed military documents.
No, I mean, you can get
coins. You can get coins from shops as well, you know.
Absolutely, you can go into any surplus and buy medals.
We don't have surpluses here.
All that stuff. They're all over the.
You're in a military base. You actually.
No, actually, we don't.
Bennett,
stop it right now. You live on a military base, according to you. There are every military base has a freaking military surplus store on the outside.
Everywhere. Don't tell me that.
You live on a military base, so you have an AFES on it, so you can buy stuff at AFES on top of that. So stop it right now.
The fact that you say that, that right there is like another red flag.
You said
but no, come on, be fair. Have you been to every military base, Golden Eyes?
They're all over the place, yes.
Yeah, she's an expert.
Oh, no,
and
okay,
she knows where all of the surpluses are at, too.
So once again, Amanda, you're caught in another lie.
Once again, I can't even speak because neither one of you.
Again, Rada, have you been to every single military base, Rada? Have you?
He has. He's an expert too.
Okay, there's somebody in the chat saying right now that is from Little Rock, Arkansas, and says absolutely military stores in Little Rock.
Really? Can you tell me where Bennett's Army Navy store is at?
Oh my Lord! Though that it's the only one in the entire county. Right?
Is
that what you're telling me? The entire state.
Rural area. Let me see who's
in the entire
that.
state. In the entire state, maybe where you live in your little tiny little piece of land, there isn't one, but I'm sure in your state.
Hey,
or nearby.
Oh, look, there's a clone.
Amanda. So just real quick,
there's a clone of me in here.
Hang on. So just for everybody, not every military base is publicly accessible to the individual citizen.
U.S. Patriot Tactical.
Okay, but there is a lot of military bases, more military bases that allow the general public on their post than there's not. Does that make sense?
I can't hear you, Andrew. You sound like you're like in a tunnel.
He was saying there are more military bases that allow the general public on them than there are not.
Yes.
Exactly. And that was another thing last night. They said that
wait, you said that did you not just say that wasn't true?
They said last night that civilians couldn't live out here. Well, I proved that wrong, and they got pissed off.
Well, civilians can't live on base.
Actually, I put that in there, and I will say that where you live, I looked it up. Yes, they do have civilian housing there. Yes, they do.
You were not the only one that said that, Golden, and it was a big, huge deal. But I was a huge liar, and I was just making it up.
But it still doesn't mean that you served. You know what I'm saying?
To be fair, Amanda, that was a very misogynistic panel. That
are you saying they have civil?
It still is right now, Shiva. Let's be honest.
Shiva, he's trolling you. Stop.
A lot of bases have homeless shelters for civilians.
No, Golden, that's just not fair. I told you.
Hang on, that's not civilian living. That's homeless shelters.
Right.
But and can we just sorry?
They're civilians too.
Look, I've had a change of heart, Golden Eyes. I've seen the error of my ways.
No.
So Bones and Golden back together. I said on the same panel.
No.
Right, you can drop it. Drop it.
I want you to look up Bennett's Army Navy surplus
Amanda,
and tell me when it went out of business.
And it's a bit like
Amanda,
when you stop smoking and then you just see people smoking everywhere. It's like it's the same thing. When you stop being a misogynistic, woman-hating attacker, then you just see misogynistic, woman-hating attacks everywhere.
Amanda, I want to know when the AFIs on Little Rock Air Base went out of business.
I didn't say anything about the AFIs. I said Bennett's Army Navy
so AFIs
surplus.
didn't go out of business? Do you know what you can get at AFIs? You can get military ribbons, military coins, everything that you showed, military flags.
Oh my God, it's an Air Force base.
Yeah,
Can I get
so
any Army
do you
stuff
see your
there?
bullshit story yet, Amanda?
Can I get any Army stuff there, or do I need to go out to Camp Robinson? Can you tell me?
Yeah, actually, you can get Army stuff there. You said there are actually people are on Army that are stationed there.
I said there were Marines there. I said there were Marines that come there for C-130 training.
Okay, I can go to the freaking Navy Exchange, which is totally separate, and get freaking Army shit. Like, I don't understand what your point is.
No, I'm telling you that if I want fucking Army shit, I've got to get in my car and go to Camp Robinson.
Or you can order it from AFIs and they can send it to you for free.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
so
right.
what's the point?
I could, but I don't fucking
order
need
stuff
any
on
of it.
Yeah.
Or you could be in the military and you come across a lot of military shit, which is what I would assume how she got her shit.
I have a question. You said that
you know
were
what I
E4
did, Joe?
last
I just
night,
went
Amanda.
down to Bennett's Army Navy and I just got all kinds of shit and just pretended like I was an Army person.
That's what it sounds
and
like.
I played G.I. Joe with my brothers.
That's what
I
it
have
sounds
a question.
like.
You said last night that you were an E4, but you have a double master's degree. Why didn't you go any further than an E4?
I think I've already discussed what happened to me and why I was medically discharged. It's not my fault you weren't paying attention.
Because you said it on one panel and I wasn't there. I mean, I wasn't there. I've only
I don't know, Rhoda,
even know
tell her
you.
what
I've only
happened to
seen
me.
you on I've only seen you on a couple of panels. I don't know.
Rhoda, tell her what happened to me.
I just thought that was interesting that you have a double master's degree, but you only went as far as an E4. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Tell me. I mean,
Tell
Rhoda,
them.
you were there.
Tell us what happened to her, please.
I'm not sure what to answer at this time. I'm not. The medical discharge. I don't. Amanda, why can't you answer your own questions? I just don't get it.
You are the
Do you want to make
resident
sure your
expert
stories
of
are
my
straight?
life,
Is
and
that why you want me to answer?
Okay, what color was the discharge?
What color discharge did you have, Amanda?
I've already told you what discharge I had. You just said it was a medical discharge, dude.
Exactly, Pat S. Liars need a very good memory. See,
Yeah.
when you
You're
tell
right,
the
they
truth,
sure
you don't
do. I
have
had a
to
medical
remember.
discharge,
You just
and guess
know it.
what? I
But
have
I'm just
fucking
saying-
metal in my back, Golden Eyes. Would you like to see the scar on my fucking back?
I don't care.
See,
That's not
Amanda,
the
you keep deflecting. You keep on going to when you feel attacked, when you feel that you are
No, you
about to
guys
be wronged.
asked me. I was medically discharged. I've
Listen.
explained
Hold
it.
on,
That was an
Amanda.
obvious deflection.
All
I would
right.
rather.
You are.
That was a
You
deflection.
I have
back yourself into a
explained
corner
it
like what you did. You're
55
sending
times.
pictures of your abdomen to Tonic last night
Oh my
to try to
God.
deflect the the questions about your military service.
No, because Prime said I didn't have fucking cancer.
Prime was gone for 2 hours, and you were still trying to send Tonic pictures, which had nothing to do with what we're talking about.
I don't know. I didn't know that he was gone. I wasn't paying attention to who was on the panel.
Well, we kept on telling you that he was gone.
Now, be fair, Ryder. Once you've slid into Tonic's DMs, it's very hard to slide out again.
That's true.
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of high-fiving on the ass that goes on around some of these discords.
Is it?
I mean, that's a low 5 on the ass, I think, Amanda.
Yeah,
that's not a high.
I'm trying to visualize that as Pat. No, back past slap Pat out.
Listen, I have to go, but I'm just going to say one more thing. Amanda, you're full of shit about Irvin and Desert Storm. The times don't add up, and that's why everybody's questioning you, okay?
Thanks for
so everybody
coming.
have a good day. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks for coming, Liar. Thanks for telling us.
See you later, Ryder.
Okay, but you keep saying that thanks
Yeah,
for
he
telling
lied to
him
me.
that. But he
You
doesn't.
wanna
He
know
doesn't.
why?
He doesn't have to tell you that he ever served in the military.
And guess
No one
what,
has
Golden
to.
Eyes? I don't have to tell you a fucking thing either.
But you
You
did.
do when you make the
came up on
assertion. That's the
panel
difference.
Yes, you
So
did.
I'm done.
You
guys
said
can
that
think
you
what you want
served.
to.
You said that you served. People are going to question.
I'm done. I don't have
That's
to
what
tell you
happened.
anymore.
Hold on. Before she runs, Amanda.
I'm not running.
See,
I'm done.
okay, but this
I
is
don't have to tell you anymore.
maybe you're not understanding. I'm going to
Maybe
try
you're
to be
not.
calm here. To me, right? Because I've been on YouTube. I've only been on YouTube for just over 2 years, right? But
Oh, great.
I've
Let's give you an
watched
award.
many tens of thousands of videos, right? And I know a lot of veterans from being online, stuff like that. And to be completely serious, I've never seen somebody that could prove their veterancy, their service, get upset because people called them into question. Never once.
Because I'm tired of answering the same question over and over and over. This is not the fucking Salem Witch Trials.
That's a great point, though. V for vets and rights for vets and blah blah. These guys, at least to my knowledge, don't go through this.
I mean,
right?
I had a conversation
they're
with
willing
my
to
father
talk
earlier about this, and
most vets don't come up on a panel and talk about everything they've done, and then don't want to answer questions.
Everything I've done.
That's
you know what? Thing. You know what I'm fixing to do? I'm fixing to let my fucking dogs out. Do I need to check in with you?
No, but you know what people do that fought for this country? They also believe in the First Amendment, freedom of speech, and you have a problem with everybody else's speech lately.
No,
and
I don't.
it questions the fact that you're a vet.
I don't give a fuck what you say. You can call everybody a faggot and a retard all day long. I don't give a fuck.
I don't use those words, but you have a problem with other people that do.
Right.
You know what?
And I don't. And I'm both of them. I'm a faggot and a retard. And I don't have a problem with it.
My opinion is my opinion, just like yours is. That's the problem. You don't fucking understand it because you're a goddamn fucking.
No, you think when somebody has an opinion differently than yours, you sit there and get upset because you think they're attacking you, and we're having a conversation. That's the difference.
It's worth bearing in mind at this point that Slurpee can't be trusted.
Who don't think that anybody else can say anything. The rest of us are just snowflakes who deserve to die.
You've had the most time on here talking.
Yeah, we're not telling you what you can say and what you can't. That's the
Joe
difference.
Cool, you smiling. I see you over there, Joe. You know, brother.
He's thinking good girl, Amanda. That's what he's thinking.
Right,
because he's a sexist son of a bitch. That's why. He's just a sexist, Amanda.
No, Joe Cole knows I'm not loud about anything. He knows me outside of here. He's more than welcome to come to my house anytime he wants to.
You know what's funny about that,
Joe? You've got an invitation there.
I'm gonna need to sleep with you, and I need you to cook.
That would be a no.
No.
That would be a no.
Well, he ain't coming then.
How about coffee in the morning, though?
Sorry, has this panel turned into Tinder?
Yes.
No, Joe is my buddy. Joe and I have mutual stomping ground.
I'd get beat to death anyway. Phoenix would scratch my eyes.
Well, bring Phoenix. I have room in the spare bedroom.
Yeah, if I come, I'd be great.
So, Amanda, if you think that the way that you're being treated on this panel is wrong right now, which I think is adorable, you've obviously never had a gentleman ask you if he could turn you out before.
I'm sorry.
You've never had a gentleman ask you if he could turn you out before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Then that's why apparently, like, that's why I got mad, because see, I've dealt with people like you.
I don't turn anything into any. What are you talking about? Turn what?
Yeah. So, that's why I got so mad, right? Because, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you don't think that there should be laws that restrict speech. Do you believe that there should be laws that should restrict speech?
Let me give you an example of something that I fundamentally do not
I
like.
mean, at all. In any way, other than fighting words, do you believe that there should be a law that says that words that I say can make me a criminal? Yes or no?
Under freedom of expression, the Supreme Court of our country, you live in Canada, so this doesn't apply to you, has said that burning the American flag is permissible. Do I agree with that? No. Does it still say... I don't think we should just be able to burn flags. But guess what? Nobody asked my fucking opinion when they heard the case, okay?
Let me ask you about this flag burning thing. Let me ask you about this flag.
Wait a second. No. You're gonna go off. No. Hold on.
You're military. I think I'm staying with it. I think maybe I'm leaving. Maybe I shouldn't.
No, it was a
if you're a military person, you're a military person. You must believe that free speech is worth living and dying for.
Absolutely.
How isn't me saying the government sucks and me expressing that by burning a flag? That's me expressing my free speech. I don't see how you have an issue with it. It seems contradictory.
I'm saying my personal belief is I don't like the fact that somebody can take an American flag out and set it on fire. I don't agree with
what
that.
about a gay flag? What about the rainbow flag? Can I set that on fire?
I don't know. This was just a case about the American flag. I'm not sure.
How do you feel about people setting the gay pride flag on fire? Are you that appalled by that as well?
Considering that I have family members who are members of the gay community, I do find that a little offensive, but that's just my own belief.
All right.
Why is that offensive?
Because I know how hard they have fought to be married.
Okay, but Shiva and I are both gay, right?
I know.
And I don't agree with the gay. Hold on. And I don't agree with the gay pride flag, right? I don't agree with all of the whole plus thing, all that stuff. I think that the rights that I fought for to actually be able to say I have a husband and be able to file taxes together and be able to see each other in the hospital when we're dying, and fighting for those rights for more than 4 decades of my life, to then be bastardized to somebody who wants to cut their fucking dick off because it makes them sad, and now I have to change the way that I speak or else they can put me in jail. That's a bastardization over what I shed blood for. Over what? Hold on. Over what I shed blood for. I fought for my entire life, and then people get to take that and bastardize it. And yes, the America currently right now is putting into force what's it called again, Joe? It's called the Informational Protection Division. Yeah,
disinformation division.
In America and in Canada, right? To tell you that if you come on the internet or have a blog or anything that is not upon the status quo of what the government says, that they're going to investigate you. So you know what that's called?
Shiva, you're a funny guy.
It exists.
Where did you get the information? Because I want to.
The news. The news.
That's been all in the news. President Biden has just put this chick in charge. It's the Disinformation something Bureau. Sounds like some shit out of Harry Potter. He just put this pretty radical chick in charge of it too. That has some really fucked up views against the right wing.
Right.
She's gonna
so let's not divert onto that. Let's not divert onto that. What we're talking about is burning the gay flag. So if Shiva or I want to be able to burn the gay flag or burn the American flag or whatever, do you believe that there should be a criminal penalty. We're not talking about a social penalty. We're not talking about you showing a video and making us feel bad.
You're Canadian and he's English, and so none of this
That's
applies.
a good question, though. That's a
What's
good
the
question.
difference
What
between
if,
that's an ad hominem, Amanda.
Right.
Sorry, I'm on your side, Amanda.
It's the truth.
No, hang on. Okay, all right. Now, Amanda, I'm on your side, but it is an ad hominem, and here's why. An ad hominem isn't an insult. It's when you discredit someone's argument based on one of their Well, I'm telling the audience, it's when you discredit someone's argument based on an intrinsic attribute that they have. For example, I'm intrinsically English because I was born in England. 10th Man is intrinsically Canadian. So that's Canadian. Why it's an
I'm getting up to walk to let my dogs in.
I don't think that's an add-on.
No, it is. If you're dismissing an argument on the basis of an intrinsic attribute that somebody has, rather than the argument.
Instance,
okay, we're getting off topic.
So you can't speak about marriage. There's a name for that, and it's not add-on.
Yeah, no, it is. It's an ad hominem.
So until she comes back, maybe she'll get some ideas, Shiva. I would like you to answer the same question.
I'm back. I was just letting y'all know.
What was the question? Would I be bothered about burning a gay flag?
Do you believe
that
there should be a law that states that if I call you a faggot, that there's criminal penalties for it?
No. No.
Right, or burning a flag. Or burning a flag. And I've asked her that question numerous times. Does she think there should be laws? And she dances around. I'm just saying, do you believe there should be laws restricting expression or speech in any way? You don't get to say because I'm Canadian, because half of my family lives in America. What you're saying is nonsense, right? So,
Amanda, should there be a law?
I live an hour and a half.
Flag, and should there be a law that I can't call 10th a faggot?
Right.
Should there be laws?
Should there be laws that say that?
Of course not.
Right.
Okay. SCOTUS has already ruled that we're permitted in the United States to flip off law enforcement officers, and it is not.
Give it a shot sometime.
I know it is, but you know, Joe, that is actually a ruling they made.
I do. Corn versus California. Yeah.
Thank you. And so what I'm getting at is if we're going to say that that's permitted under freedom of speech to flip somebody off, or actually I think it's under freedom of expression, then hey, if you want to call somebody a faggot, call them that. If you want to call somebody an idiot, call them an idiot.
I say do it even without fuck what the Supreme Court says. Yeah, Nate, they are not God. Fuck that. No, it's just not right. Not because the Supreme Court's going to say any fucking thing.
Now, do I think it's appropriate to go up to a gay person and call them the F word? No, I think that is not appropriate.
That's fighting words.
Well, yeah, my brother would kick somebody's fucking ass over it.
Well, no, because a person like myself, usually that was followed by a punch, so.
I don't think it's appropriate. See, that's the problem. You guys say, freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of speech.
Sometimes.
But there's things that you wouldn't go up to somebody and say.
Said he's talking about legal remedies, not social remedies. When you say crazy shit, niggas jump on you. Then socially, it's real.
You could say the words, but the consequences we're going to start talking about then, right? Get punched in the face.
So that's all we're saying is that
if you can absolutely do it.
So does that mean that? So Will Smith was right? Is that a pro Will Smith position?
No, the consequences can get you in trouble. No.
That's assault.
But that's kind of what you're saying, right? If you tell a joke, like, yes, the legalities might be like if I make a joke and Joe Cole gets really offended, that might be perfectly legal, but then I run the risk of him punching me in the face.
No, because punching you in the face is wrong. That's illegal. Saying a joke about your wife's not illegal.
Yeah, well, I see what Ted is going. My reaction said, I think that's bad, or I'm going to avoid your room from now on, but physically, it's over the line.
I mean, I'm about everything.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference of sitting somewhere 100 yards away and then getting up and walking to a stage on live television and smacking somebody in the face than somebody walking up to me on the street that I don't know.
At the joke initially. Hey, bro.
Yeah, but that's different than somebody walking up to the street on me that I don't know, calling me a faggot. That seems like a threat. Somebody standing on a stage and saying you look like G.I. Jane, that's not a threat.
Especially if it's a comedian, right?
But do you really think that you perceiving it as a threat on the street, that anybody's going to do anything about it?
Yes, I would never do time.
There have been cases in this country that have been absolutely the opposite of what we think it should be.
Of course.
Okay.
Right.
So just because a slur is used doesn't mean that you're protected. You should be. You should be protected from somebody calling you a faggot. But the fact
no,
of
I
the
shouldn't.
matter is,
no, I shouldn't.
Well, hang on. All right. So where's the line, Amanda? If I should be protected from someone calling me a faggot, should I also be protected from them calling me an idiot?
I think those are two different categories, Shiva.
Why?
I don't. I think they're all the same. They're
Idiocy is just as intrinsic as homosexuality. Like idiots can't do anything. Well, no, I think there's a difference, and I'm not talking about, say, someone who's uneducated, like someone who's got a low IQ, right?
Right.
But who isn't mentally ill. They're just stupid, right? So, like, should I be able to call people idiots? Like, where's the line?
And you're right. Where is the line? And sometimes I think 10th Man in his little spiel a while ago when the militia's coming to get me. By the way, I live with militia people all around me. They haven't killed me yet, so I'm good. Where is that line, Shiva? Where are we going to draw it? Are we going to draw it?
I'm asking you that question.
Huh?
I mean, if you want to ask me that question, I know what my answer is for me, but was asking you...
But the problem is it's different for everybody.
Hang on. Yes, that's why I was asking you that question, because it's different for everybody.
I think I hold the F word in higher regard than the word idiot. Only because of my personal experience with family members who I have seen have the hell beat out of them before, been pistol whipped before, and called faggots because of it.
So is the line the potential for physical harm?
Yes. I mean, it's a shame that my brother and brother-in-law had to go get a freaking gun because somebody tried to rob them and pistol whip them at a gas station and called them fucking faggots.
I could give you an example where if you were labelled as an idiot, that was potentially harmful to your health, and that was if you were living in Nazi Germany in the Second World War. If you were below a certain IQ level... No, it's not.
We're there right now in real life. That's the problem.
I mean, it's different in the sense that there was a war on and there was some pretty extreme shit going on, but it's not like it's still humans acting.
Right, but
it's still human psychology. We're talking 2022, yeah. We've changed quite a lot, but we haven't. It's not like we've changed fundamentally.
Well,
we're still driven by greed and hatred and lust, just as much as we used to be.
I mean, the same premise of the civil rights movement. Have we really moved that far from the day that they went over the bridge in Selma? I mean, come on. Racial inequality and racial bias is used every day in this country in a variety of ways. And I don't want to get off in the weeds, but it's the same premise. Have we really come far? No, in my opinion, we have a lot of work to do.
Some of us have come far, but what I'm saying is that some of us have evolved to a higher level of thinking, and some of us has not.
Well, I'm going to bounce. Thank you for
this is supposed to be my unboxing.
What are you unboxing?
So, a couple months ago, my monitor died, and then you struck my channel, and then
Sorry, I struck your channel.
Or somebody from your camp. We had that discussion before.
I just blame
you. Right. I mean, that wasn't me, and I don't know anything about it. I don't know what to tell you.
That's why I'm on the drama channel. Anyway, so my monitor died, and then it's very hard to stream with one monitor and share all the TikToks and everything. So I said to my chat that I need some help because I got a lot of stuff I got to spend money on for this house, and I'm working 6 days a week now, right? To do overtime to pay for my roof and stuff. So I have a tremendous amount of expenses, and if they want me to keep streaming, please donate to me. So they paid part of one of the screens, right? And then the rest of this is for my birthday. And I also got a birthday present because my birthday's in a couple months. So, yeah, that's my unboxing. Thanks for everybody coming. This is my birthday. Thanks, everybody, for coming to my birthday. It's not my birthday yet, but I'm sorry for yelling at you, Amanda. I get a little bit enraged when people start trying to police how people behave, right?
I went based on the premise and the guidelines that you set when I first came up here.
Yes, but everybody except for me didn't get out of line as far as anybody else is concerned. You should see some of the screaming matches Shiva and I have gotten into over the past 2 years. If you think that this is outrageous, imagine mid-shitpocalypse toilet paper wars. You know, you're not even allowed to leave your house, and everybody's going crazy. The fights that went on, you have no idea. I've got them all downloaded and backed up in duplicate.
Oh, I'm sure. And some people, they keep them and they keep them organized and they check them every day.
I am asked on a weekly basis for multiple things that I have in my archives. Yes. Yes.
I have never seen people be so meticulous about shit that really doesn't fucking matter online. Honestly, does it really matter?
Isn't that a lovely image? I'm kind of hoping now that 10th Man checks those streams every day.
I mean, do you have them categorized in such a way that you can find Shivas immediately?
No, some people do, but no. No, because we used to do cross-panel arguments. There were some times where Shiva and I and other people would go like 5 panels deep into the matrix. I'm talking 5 panels where there's this panel and we're watching a replay of another panel that's watching a replay of another panel that's watching a replay of another panel, 5 panels deep. And sometimes remember the lady I said that has now trying to press like criminal charges against somebody for like harassment and crap? Earlier I mentioned it. Well,
yeah, I remember that.
They literally made in a statement to the police, they said that people were harassing her from other panels. So she's on her own panel or somebody else's panel, and somebody's on a different panel talking about her, and that's harassing her from a different panel. No direct contact in any way.
And I have a question for you and Shiva, 10th Man, and this is a serious question. Why do people take such time and are so meticulous about keeping and archiving things that really, in the scheme of things, don't matter at the end of the day?
I don't do that. I'll answer really, really quickly. I do it for the gold, right? I don't care about all the other stuff. I don't care about when Shiva said this one thing 2 years ago. I don't care. I care about the experiences, right? We had a guy who came on the show one time, and I don't know if you know. Do you know who SVGT is? The cop watcher.
SGV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know of him, yes.
So he's got that vest, right? It's like a SWAT vest or whatever, and he's got like a body camera or whatever.
The same guy, I don't know.
Okay, anyway, he's a Mexican guy or something.
Oh, yes,
and anyway,
yes.
He's a big guy, really big guy. Anyway,
yeah,
so right. So he's got this vest, and then one day, like 2 years ago, one day, like 2 years ago, this guy showed up, and he goes, "Look, I do videos on YouTube," and he was recording other people's cop watch videos and then talking over it with a phone by pointing it at his screen. It was absolute madness. And then he explained how he had children that he didn't take care of, and he had $30,000 in a safe, and he had a vest that was a caution vest, like one of those like yellow caution vests, and he had like taped and hot glue gunned a whole bunch of like things. I can't really remember exactly what the things were that he stuck to it. And he's like, look, it's just like SGVTs. And then he walked outside and he goes, look, they're watching me. And the camera wasn't even pointed towards him, but he was on his neighbor's property, and he was completely fucking nuts. And that's why I keep all that stuff double archived, because when I find that, I'm going to put it up as a single, because it was fucking magnificent how crazy this guy was. Go ahead, Shiva.
I wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, I'm just.
No, she asked you a question. She said, why do people keep this meticulous record? Oh, my goodness, you people get lost quickly.
Right.
Go ahead, Shiva.
I think because... See, all right, I think there are a number of reasons. One is FOMO, a kind of weird sort of FOMO, in that you, not a fear of missing out, because you might watch something and then it'll be made private and you want to watch it again, but you can't because it's been made private. Okay. So that's one reason.
Right.
Another reason is because people like to act one way and then a couple of years later claim that the entire opposite happened.
I did not stand up from my wheelchair.
So I have a question for Amanda.
So they're using it as a mechanism to basically do a gotcha on somebody.
No, it's accountability.
No,
accountability.
So what 10th Man referenced is somebody called the Colonel, who for ages pretended to be wheelchair bound, and then during a live panel forgot their camera was on, and a veteran, and then they forgot their camera was on, and they miraculously stood up. And so if that person ever turns up ever again and they're pretending to be wheelchair bound and people are going, you stood up on camera, and she's like, no, I didn't, then it'd be handy to have the video footage of that event, wouldn't it?
Yeah, by the way, they were also transgender. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was.
I got a question for Amanda. Amanda, you said all this shouldn't even matter. Does it not? Who does it not matter to? Because earlier you said the whole thing about your military thing. It doesn't matter. But here yet you're on a panel arguing about it. So does it matter or does it not matter?
We've moved on from that, Andrew. Where have you been?
Yeah, we did move on.
Oh my God.
I get you.
I can barely hear you. It sounds like
your mic is fucky as fuck, dude. Sounds like you're in a
Okay, so let me repeat the question. You
sit up
here and said that all this stuff people keep, it doesn't matter. Earlier, you saying that tell everybody about your military status doesn't matter, but you're up here arguing about it. So what is it that doesn't matter? Because obviously it matters to you.
And I've already said that I was done. Were you not in here when I said I wasn't discussing?
Holy shit!
Andrew, I'm not arguing with you. I've already said that, and we moved on.
Your mic is so fucky, dude.
Listen to me very closely. I'm not talking about your military stuff. I'm saying a general statement that you say, shut the fuck up and listen if you want to understand. Apparently
fix your mic.
Sorry.
So, what I said was, all this stuff you said doesn't matter. Right? Earlier you said your military stuff doesn't matter, but you're sitting up here arguing about it. So obviously it does matter. Not your military stuff. I care not about your military. I was just talking about stuff in general matters. So when you sit up here and say nothing matters, well, it does, or people wouldn't be arguing about it, correct?
Andrew.
Hey, Tom. Hey, OG.
I'm sorry, my mic is, my phone is getting hot, so.
That's okay. That's okay.
Some porn.
Are you using headphones on your iPhone?
I'm sorry?
Are you using headphones with your iPhone?
No, I don't like headphones. They give me a headache.
Yeah, that's why it's making that sound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I know.
Andrew, at some point, you get to the point. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how I answer this question because you're going to find fault in it. I've been watching you for a long time, Andrew, in the last 3 months, and I know how you operate.
Do you now? Tell me how I operate.
But I'll go ahead and humor you and say that, again, I could say the sky is purple, and somebody else is going to argue with me and say it's blue. So I'm done arguing about it.
Well, hang on, that's somebody else. It's not me. You said you know how I operate. Explain to me how I operate, not somebody else. Your statement, not mine.
the sky is bronze. The ancient Greeks knew that.
Oh, it is? And
yeah,
that's a whole other discussion. Maybe we can talk about the Aztecs and the Mayans sometimes, and the Greeks and the Romans.
So you don't know how I operate, right?
Andrew, I could tell you the sky is pink, and you're going to argue with me and tell me that it's purple, and then you're going to tell me you're going to dox my dead mother, and then you're going to tell me
that
you're going to drive to my house, and then you're going to tell me that
I've never heard that.
Yeah, back yourself up. So that's how fucking stupid you are. You're ever spouting off shit other people's done. Once again, I've never done.
You haven't threatened to dox people, Andrew?
No, I've never said I was going to go to someone's fucking house. Matter of fact, I've highly spoken against people doing that. So back yourself up.
I didn't say that. I said, did you not threaten to dox someone before?
No, but your exact words was I threatened to go to someone's house. I've never threatened to go to anybody's house.
Really? And you haven't told anybody that?
Yeah. I've never said I'm going to anybody's house. That's how fucking stupid you are.
Andrew, this coming from a guy who is, I could be really ugly right now.
Be fucking ugly. I got big shoulders. I ain't worried about a scope.
Yeah, Meth Drew can take it.
Yeah, if I dox people,
my mother raised me better than obviously you've been raised, so I'm going to keep my mouth closed.
No, because you don't have anything worth saying. It's all bunch of bullshit that you're going to spew out of your mouth. Have I doxed people? Absolutely I have. Will I do it again in the future? Absolutely I will. Is that a problem?
He did it to me. He tried.
Yeah,
do something about it.
Deal with it. That's right.
But don't sit there and accuse me of doing something I've never fucking done. Because I tell you what, I'll start doing it. I will start doing it.
Well, come on. Get your ass in your vehicle and drive to Little Rock. Come on.
Stop it. Stop being misogynistic. You're offending Shiva.
The thing about Andrew is that he doesn't lie when people accuse him of something that he did do. He'll actually own it and, say, yeah, I'm an asshole. I fucking did it. And I respect him for that. I don't agree with everything Andrew does. He knows that. But I kind of understand occasionally why he does it. I don't have to agree with it, but I can understand why he does it. Same with other people.
I'm always a little curious, though. This is what I have a hard time adjusting to, and I mentioned it earlier, is why is it that there's a subgroup of this community, and I say that generally speaking, because I think there's more than one group here, that are allowed to go over and say, for instance, harass and talk to Rebel and say and do what they want to do. But then there are others of us that go over there and talk to him, and we are raked over the coals.
Who raked you over
Do you know how... Sorry, Amanda. You've served in the armed forces, so you must have some idea of how tribalism works.
I would call this cultism, but go ahead.
Okay, well, hang on.
It's just tribalism.
This is the cult of poor. Yes, it is.
You said people raped you over the coast. Who raped you over the coast? Give a name.
That's what happens when people that. That's just groups. That's just what happens.
Hang on, I want a name. Who raped you over the coast?
And then you have those of us who are just stuck in the middle, who are just kind of they don't really pick a side. They just, concede.
I've asked her 5 times.
Wait. Andrew has a very good question because I meant to ask
I
that
asked
question
her 5
earlier.
times.
I want to know, Amanda. You said you've been raped over the coast.
We want to know who raked you over the coast. Yeah.
Who raped you over the coast?
We've already had the discussion last night on the shit show.
Name one person. One person, please.
No.
Yeah, because we'll tear them apart.
I'm not going back over it again. You can go listen to the tape.
Just name one.
Go listen to the tape.
She won't do it.
Name one.
Go listen to the tape.
No, I want you to tell me. I'm here now.
Sorry, tape.
Go listen to the tape.
This isn't the 1970s.
No, I'm thinking it's the 1950s. It's backwards.
All we're saying. Hold on,
I'd agree with
she
you.
understands the context.
The amount of rampant sexism that's on display, Amanda. I would heartily agree with you.
No, the reason why we want to know is because we probably want to ask them questions as to what exactly they said.
It's not just one person. I've seen people in chat rooms when I've been on panels, and they're like, I can't believe that somebody would go over there and talk to Rebel. Oh my God, what a piece of shit. I hate him. He doxed my mother 2 years ago, and he tried to kill my kids, and
Damn, where do you get these scenarios? Holy fuck.
There's some shit that I have seen in chat before that I'm like.
So, Amanda, once again, you keep saying some of these people say this about other people. You said you've been raped over the coast. When have you?
Yesterday, I was. Somebody got very upset with me because I have been over to Connie's room.
So I see in chat that someone said Candace did. That's one person, but you said all these people. That's one.
But there are other people, and I don't have exact names because I've been
so let me ask you this: are they other people, or are they just random sock accounts that don't matter?
See, and I don't know the answer to that, and that's another problem I have too, because so many people run sock accounts that I can't keep up.
But remember, none of this matters. Remember, none of this matters.
Don't pay attention.
By your own admission, none of this matters.
You're right, Andrew. Does it matter?
Then why is it getting into your health? Because you said that YouTube's being bad for your health. If it doesn't matter, then why is it?
It was after 3 hours this morning was a little much.
Well, you know where the exit is, right?
Yeah, and I logged off. We've already covered all this, Andrew.
I heard earlier that you came back to that panel like 5 times. Is that true?
Yes, because my phone.
Then obviously you don't know where the X is at. Okay.
No. Do you agree that I have an iPhone 8 that gets hot? And it knocks me down when it starts crackling after it gets so hot?
Well, none of this matters, so why argue about it?
Well, you're the one.
So are your phone set?
You sit on a panel. You sit on a panel until it makes you sick. You sit on a panel until it makes you sick. And it's everybody else's fault?
I left at that point, Andrew. I know I left because I laid down and took a medicine for it. If you must know.
But what I'm getting at, Amanda, you said none of this matters. So why are you letting it get to the point that it makes you sick?
That's a great question. Why I allowed it to go that far?
That's what I'm asking, because none of it matters.
That is a very good question. And if you were here earlier, I think you may be at work, so you may not have heard it. It sounds like you might be painting or something.
Background noise?
Yeah. I know you work. So, but what I'm getting at is I've totally lost my train of thought. We've already covered all of this, and I probably should have disengaged a lot sooner than I did last night. And I had a very lengthy conversation with someone privately in Discord about this.
I think you're missing my major point here. None of it matters, but you set up there. So obviously what I'm getting at is some of this does matter, right? If it didn't matter, you wouldn't allow yourself to sit on the panel until you got sick.
Again, Andrew, I should have disengaged it long before.
I understand that. I don't care what you should have done or what you did do. What I'm saying is your general life statement was none of this matters. Obviously, it does.
No, it really doesn't. I'm just up here talking to them right now. I'm not allowed to talk to them about other things.
Where did you get that at?
I like you, Amanda. You seem like you're all right.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm just up here talking.
I have no issue with that. What are you talking about? No one said you. Look, I don't care if you go to Rebels. I don't care if you go to 10th Mans. I don't care if you go to Shivas. I don't care if you go to Corrosive.
But that's you, Andrew. That's you. Because you go everywhere too, right? And I go to a lot of other
because it doesn't matter to me, right? I don't make myself sick on YouTube. I know where the X is
at. That's not why I got sick.
Well, you said because you know your general statement was YouTube was making you sick.
Can I please speak? Will you shut up long enough for me to speak?
Yeah, just quit trying to double speak. Go ahead.
I'm not double speaking. You guys are not going to understand this, but I'm going to try to give it to you simplified.
Okay, can you break out the red crayon, please? I like red. I can understand red better. Go ahead.
Well, would you like flashcards? I mean, I am a dyslexic.
No, I can't.
Oh yeah, flashcards. If you've got flashcards, great.
As I was.
I like flashcards.
Okay, well, I can make some for you, Shiva. I can get them out, and I can put pretty pictures on them. I have been cut all the way through my sternum, and all of your main arteries run through that. And when my blood pressure goes up, those main arteries are also attached to your liver. If you guys don't believe any of this, you are more than welcome to look it up on an anatomical
Oh my God,
test.
they're major organs. Of course they're. Oh my God, never.
No one cares about your health.
You just told me to explain.
Oh my
No.
God. I'm done. I'm done.
You got to say it in very, very short terms. So
yeah, because
Amanda,
some of you have the attention span of a fucking gnat.
Yes, that's it. Amanda, no, what he's trying to ask you is this:
I've already
earlier
answered the 10th man.
No, but earlier you said on the panel that YouTube was making you sick, right? And he's just wondering that if none of and that's
because we were screaming at each other.
Well, but it was your choice to scream. So what I'm trying to say is, what he was trying to ask you is, why it seems like you're making a justification, but it's like you're complaining about it, and then also
well,
it's almost like you're demeaning us. You're demeaning everybody else.
Anybody.
My point she says none of this matters, but she sits on a panel and argues till it makes her sick. Obviously, it mattered.
It mattered then, but Andrew, I told you that after that and having a lengthy conversation, I decided that, you know what, I probably shouldn't get that upset over YouTube.
But then you're up here today arguing and screaming and yelling about it.
But it happened.
No, that's not what the conversation was about. The conversation was about that somebody somewhere else said the word retard. And then Bones asked her questions about it, and then she told somebody else.
I didn't tell anybody. And I don't know
where's that accusation from, Bones? Now you're on the hot seat.
It doesn't matter what it is you're arguing about. She said
she's talking about it in Discord.
Bones, I didn't talk to anybody other
the
than
fact you of it is, other people were involved. What are you talking about?
Don't you have the recording?
No, she went back and erased her stuff.
Yeah, I went back and erased it because it just wasn't worth the argument. Somebody sent me a message and said, why do you even bother?
She assumes that people were having a conversation that we were arguing, and I was attacking her. And I'm like, we're in actual text inside a group Discord.
But you said I was running my mouth to other people, so which is it?
Yeah, you did.
Who?
Well, Pat was there. Other people were there.
So you're not saying that I went privately to somebody.
No, I didn't say you went privately. You went and told other people. Yes.
Get the context.
I don't even understand what the problem is that you assume everybody that has a disagreement with you is arguing or fighting with you, or attacking you.
But
that's not true.
Still butthurt over it.
Well, you come into this community and then you get to talk and say a lot of things to a lot of people. Then when somebody questions you, you deflect, you run, and you don't want to answer the question.
I don't run. I don't rage quit. My phone kept going in and out last night. That's why I came back on the panel.
Then
somebody said to me last night, why don't you just quit and go? And I said, no, I'm going to stay here to fucking piss you off. Oh. That's what I said last night.
And you're putting your health at risk then, right? Since you told everybody about your health, you don't care about your own health. You're willing to piss people off, and even if it makes you more sick.
That was like hour 1. By hour 3, I think we were all tired.
But you're here doing it now.
Yep.
Yeah, because 10 man's panel is different.
What the fuck?
10 man's panel has been much different. He has.
Well, I just wanted to ask because I had heard rumors that you were saying that people's speech should be restricted, and I'm like,
that's not true.
I'm like the free speech Nazi, right? I think that you should be allowed to say anything that you want, anything, as long as it's not, you're threatening somebody.
You guys double speak is what you do. It's like. This is what Bones heard, because I told Bones I did not like the word retard. Let me finish.
I didn't hear anything. I read it. It was Reddit. I read it.
Okay, you're right.
Yep. You told Tonic that you didn't like him saying the R word, and you were going to sit there and have a conversation with him. And I said, well, why are you telling a grown man that they can't say a certain word? That's how the conversation started.
Hang on. So now she's going to use the word double speak after I used it.
That's right.
I think you can say. I think anybody can say whatever the fuck they want. You can say whatever you want. No, you can. I believe you could say whatever you want, but be mindful that people can have an opinion about what you say, and they
can't have one.
And there are consequences to the things that you say.
You're right, because you know what?
You can say whatever you want.
Done telling me that I don't have the right. That's what you basically told me. is I should have told a grown
That's not what he
man.
told you. That's not basically
You
telling
shouldn't
you.
have told a grown man
You
what
can't
to
say
say.
anything. It's just you can say whatever you want, but just know that people are going to have an opinion, and
You shouldn't have
that's
told
part
a
of it.
grown man what to say. Well, who the fuck are you? I'm entitled to my opinion too, and if I don't like the word retard, then I have the right to say I don't like the word retard.
Well, you can't go around telling people what they can and cannot say, though.
I
You
didn't
don't have
say
to
he
like
couldn't
it.
say it. I was
You don't have
joking
to like
with
it.
Tonic.
Okay. You don't have to like it. That's fine.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
But that's not what Bones said. That's Bones. No. Bones said that. Then you said that you were going to sit there.
Oh my god!
And
I'm so
berate him about what he said.
This is so stupid.
That's what he's
I say
talking
one
about.
thing and y'all twist it.
We twist it.
I was joking with Tonic that day.
Okay.
I don't know
I
what
was
you're talking
joking
about.
with
I
him.
wasn't there.
Good. Everybody on this panel is retarded.
Duh. We're here,
and then
aren't we?
Bones got butthurt and said that I don't have the right. You just heard him. I don't have the
Bones
right to
just
tell a
doesn't
grown
like
man
women.
what to say.
You don't have
The fact that you think I was butthurt is astonishing because I just told you can't tell other people what to say, especially a grown up. Is astonishing that you think that's butthurt.
That is butthurt. That's the same thing.
No, I observed you do something and I called it out.
You are
totally
still
different.
talking about this 3 days later, dude.
Amanda,
Move the fuck on.
Amanda, do you think you have a right to tell other people what to say?
Move the
Obviously.
fuck on, Bones.
You move the fuck on. You're still crying and bitching about everything. You're sitting there crying about people that don't believe you being in the military.
The R word, the F word, call them that. Look like an idiot.
Sure.
Bones never uses those words. Ever.
That's
He
right.
never uses those words.
No, although he does appear to have taken some bravery pills today.
I mean, if we're going to go all in and you're going to get offended because I tell you not to say a word, then by God, use every
Be offended calling you out
Hang on,
and discussing it.
Amanda, can you please by God that offends me?
We can't have a legitimate discussion because people like Andrew are up here interjecting their fucking opinions and twisting it.
Andrew's right on the money. This is what happens on a panel. You have a bunch of people coming together and having a conversation.
I can't even hear Andrew half the time.
What did I twist?
Andrew, I can't even hear half the time what you're trying to say.
No, you're feeding back from his microphone specifically because you're both on speaker.
Mm-hmm. Oh. No, I'm on a microphone, a fucking expensive microphone. What did I twist?
I'm on an iPhone.
Andrew sounds fine to me.
Well, no,
Amanda's on an iPhone, and Amanda's on an iPhone, and I used an iPhone for the first time I came here on YouTube, and it sucks, and it does the same exact thing. Peachy does it. Anybody who's on an iPhone has that.
Yeah, I'm using a Blue Yeti.
And it makes it worse when you're not using headphones or some sort of mic.
Well, and it doesn't help that we're in the middle of a thunderstorm and literally there's thunder everywhere and my thing is breaking in and out. I mean, not that anybody gives a shit, but
yeah, no, we really don't.
Yeah, well, you sent it here, Andrew.
You sound fine right now.
You have a thunderstorm machine, Andrew.
You sound fine right now. It's occasional.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. You know what, guys? Here's the bottom line. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth about it. You can say whatever fucking word you want to say. If you want to say that a chicken is orange and green polka dots, and fucking say it.
Chicken is orange with green polka dots.
There you go.
Thank you for permission to say that.
Thank you. Yes, I need permission. Thank you. Does this sound better? Does this sound better?
When somebody says that I have the right, just like you do, to an opinion.
Does this sound better now? I selected the other feature in my mind.
Yes.
Does it sound better?
Yes, I can hear you better.
Thank you. Thank you, Carosa, for telling me if how far away I selected the other feature.
Dumb.
You guys don't want to hear anybody else's opinion, especially somebody that's new in this community.
Oh my God! Stop it, Amanda. Hold on. Okay, ma'am. Hold on. Pause for 1 second. Okay, ma'am. I came to this community and said I was the smartest person in the world. Well, that's what they thought they heard.
Yeah.
And then
you're God.
Yep, I am. Yep.
No,
So
it
that translated
triggered an entire
into
community. Yeah.
into
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
months of people yelling at me and threatening me and trolling me. And then Andrew and I were friendly, and he took me on his panel, and people screamed at me for 16 hours. It was one of the most epic displays ever, and most people said, I am really impressed by that you were able to sit there and do that. Like that I even endured that. Many people said that. And then I made fun of Emo Howling Wolf that barely anybody really knew very well. And Andrew got mad. Shiva got mad. Everybody got mad. Said I was picking on a dying disabled person.
For years, people have been aware.
Barely anybody paid attention to him. I remember when he first came on Jeff's panel, and we played one of his videos, and we laughed, and then I started trolling.
And by that point, he was being trolled by like fucking loads of people.
Yes.
Then why did you come on my panel, Andrew, and say you're picking on a dying man?
Because you were
trolling you.
Oh my God, he had an opinion. What are we gonna do?
Okay, but then Andrew got mad at me,
and I won.
And then it translated into eventually Andrew calling Emo's Power Company.
You know, I never really did that, right?
I know. Well, I was on there.
I did call, but no one ever answered.
Why would you call this man's power company?
Because he said on a panel.
Have you met Emo?
He said on a panel and explained to everybody how he was ripping the power company off for $5,000.
So anyway, the point of my story, the point of what I was trying to tell you, Amanda, is, then we became friendly again, and then we went to war again, and then we became friendly for a couple days, and then we went to war again, and then there about a couple months ago, now we're friendly again. So to say
you'll be arguing again,
right? But no, probably not, because we've worked out. We worked out our differences. I think. Who knows what the future will entail? But the point is to say that we don't accept other people's opinions. No, but we like to have a debate. We like to have a discussion about it. Fucking go. Listen, Bones started out by trolling me. Shiva and I have had like 8 wars. Andrew and I have had 4 or 5. I started out by trolling Golden Eyes. Like, all these people up here used to be my enemies. So to say that we don't accept other people's opinions, that's absurd. Absurd.
Well,
we are the most diverse, insane group of people you'll ever meet.
Taryn, if you're not watching this on my Just Emo Howling Wolf 2010 account, then you're being played.
I need to be cautious what I say.
Yeah.
Before I forget,
we love unique people. We love unique people.
To ask you this question: how was the Queen today?
Are you asking me that question?
Yes, I ask you every time, and I forgot to ask you.
10th man, how are you?
Oh yeah, I got a good question. I got a good question.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Goldie. Who's body a talking parrot on the panel?
The talking parrot.
Because I hear somebody keep repeating the same thing over, and I consider that a talking parrot.
Huh? You're right.
Her name is Amanda. I believe you're speaking about Amanda.
I can't understand this person.
Well, we can't understand you half time either.
This is Glenn. He's deaf, so he's using a device to hear you. So,
well, okay, then I will be mindful of that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you don't gotta be like me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you don't.
And also, man, he's from the Louisiana Bayou too. So
yes, he's got that Cajun twang.
Yeah, that puts it. So he's Cajun. He's Cajun.
Golden and Bones, have you two spoken publicly yet? Is this the first time you two have been on panel together?
Hello, Andrew. Hello, Shiva.
Hey, Glenn.
Hello, Glenn.
Oh, and Amanda, he is the best turtle wrestler you'll ever see.
The best what?
Turtle wrestler.
Uh-oh. Are you eating turtles again down there in Louisiana?
I just like to play with them.
Look,
I know
I'm
some
trying to
folks
start
like
some
to eat
drama
them down
here,
there.
guys. Come on.
I've seen that, Shiva. I see that. I'll shut up now.
Sorry, Shiva, but some people do eat them down there. I'm sorry to tell you that.
So you're saying what to me now?
Somebody said I need to donate to Andrew. I've never given Andrew a dime.
Yeah, I would say, Amanda, give me money. I don't know when you've ever given me money, but give me money.
Yeah. Shut up, Raquel. So, as per Shiva's question, and I'll bring you back up in a minute, Glenn, but I don't have paid StreamYards right now because I'm stretching it out because I don't know how much I'll be streaming right now because I'm working 6 days a week. But as per Shiva's question, I don't know what the answer to that question is because I don't pay that close attention. But if they would like to respond, they can go ahead.
Before we get to that, can I please get my blood money from Amanda? She owes me.
Yes.
Why do people say that silver pays you money all the time, Andrew?
It's blood money. It's blood money.
Oh, okay. Is that
blood
protection money, basically?
Yes.
I've been told there's a lot of that goes on around here. Is that true?
Yeah, and you're past your monthly quarter, so I need my blood money.
Okay.
Yeah, but look, Andrew, come on. I've been paying you for fucking 3 months now, and your protection is shit. I ain't seen nothing.
I'm sorry, Andrew. I gotta do this. I heard Jack.
$500 a month that's fucking costing me.
Michelle, you're right. Turtle soup.
All right, so anyway, back to Shiva's question. Go ahead, Shiva.
Yeah, so is this the first time you two have been on panel together? Since the incident? The talkcident?
Silence is bliss.
I'm not privy to what's going on, so I'm going to sit here.
Yes, but I'm in a pit working.
You're in a pit? Like a...
Yeah, I'm in a vault working on a backflow preventer.
Okay, I'm going to pretend I know what those words mean.
It's part of the sprinkler system for a fire.
All right.
Oh my gosh, Shiva, are you not a man? Do you not know how to work on plumbing?
I have a
I'm
question.
Not a fucking plumber.
Yoda has... Oh, I have a question. Yoda's got a question, actually, and I'm going to read it out for him. He says, Golden, ask Amanda why she disrespected the decorated soldier who showed his uniform and ID card. I don't know what that's about, but maybe you can enlighten.
I don't answer anything related to Yoda. Yoda needs to go and swerve in and out of traffic again.
Is that true, though? Did you disrespect a decorated soldier?
You know, I believe that respect is earned, and I believe that when you call somebody a bitch and a cunt and a liar, that you get what you get.
So you did disrespect the decorated soldier. Okay, cool.
No, I disrespected.
Does he deserve special treatment?
Me.
Well, I'm assuming he also had some questions regarding your service, your claims of service, and he decided that he was going to show you his proof.
Well, Go Nuts, you were
with
there,
his uniform and ID card.
Are
you talking about Penguin's husband?
Weren't you
is
there?
Is that what you're talking about, Yoda? Is Penguin's husband last night? I was in the chat. I saw it.
So why are you asking me questions that you already know the answer to?
I didn't know he was speaking of that. I thought it was another occasion.
Rue. Rue's awesome.
Okay, so it was last night. All right. Yeah, I was there. Yeah. Well, okay. I think by the time her husband came up, you were pretty you were past defensive. You were pissed off, and which I didn't understand, because you decided that you were no longer going to answer any questions, that you were done. You got very defensive.
I thought we've been over this already.
But hold on, but you still stayed up there. I don't understand. Multiple times.
Continue to go over this.
You came back and forth, back and forth.
Hold on. Amanda, you don't understand the question that Shiva just asked. That is way more controversial than what they're asking you. They're asking you.
No,
they're asking you a question about something that
they love the drama. That's what they.
No.
I want to get into some juicy drama with Golden.
It's just when you're a public figure and you put your stuff out there in the public, then people are going to ask you stuff about it, right? So that's just the way it works, right? That's why I'm doing an unboxing. I was just going to hook up my computer screens on my own, but then I thought about it and I said, hold on. People donated money at least to pay part of one of the screens, so they deserve to see me hook up my screens and stuff like that.
Don't. This is your stream. If you'd like to show those things, you don't.
No. You're not understanding the context.
Thank you for the permission.
I didn't give.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying that Shiva just asked Bones and Golden about their relationship because this is the first time since they had a little bit of controversy in their relationship that they've been online together on a panel. And, Golden and Bones...
Hold on. A little bit of controversy?
Right.
Really? Is that what we're calling it?
Listen, so...
Okay.
so the point is that what Shiva just asked them is so much more huge than my unboxing. Never did I think that they would be on this panel together. It's actually a little bit disconcerting, in all honesty. When first they all both came up here, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen now. And so them asking you a couple questions about about stuff that you said online is so small to everybody else.
Thank you. And I would think that they would be more concerned about answering Shiva's questions. And with that said, I'm going to go use the restroom if that's okay.
Well, you can. That'd be a good. I think she's losing the context of what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Stupid. Oh my
god. Deflection.
Either that, I've never seen someone so dense in my life.
No, she's trolling us.
She has to be.
I don't have to answer any questions if I choose not to.
No, all he asked was, this is the first time that you've been on a panel together. He wasn't asking anything really controversial.
Yeah, but I haven't spoken to him at all. I've been talking about the issue at hand, which was initially about her and her claiming she has, what we don't know whether or not she's been in the military or not. I really don't care, honestly. I just think it's interesting that from what I've observed, the fact that she keeps, deflecting and she's extremely defensive about it. I mean, I don't know. And the way she has talked to people, but wants everybody to treat her with respect, but she's calling people bitches and telling them to fuck
I've not
off
witnessed any of that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's it.
Did you know that Ellen, Rebel's mother, was in the street military in Boston? I didn't know that.
Speaking of Rebel, sorry, just to go off on a very slight tangent, Andrew, I hope you don't mind. I'm hearing that Steph gave Rebel $30 or something. Is that true?
Oh, that's nice of her.
I saw that as well.
I mean, I think she did, but who cares?
I just think it's weird.
Do I have y'all's permission to go make some Frosted Flakes since y'all want to know my life?
No.
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to mute. I'll be right back. Thank you.
We said no, dummy.
See, she doesn't listen.
I'm
bad girl. Bad girl.
I'm far from being a dummy, Andrew. Please.
Are you sure?
Bad girl.
I'm quite sure.
Let me find out. Next thing you go say you had hey, what'd you make in your ASVAB test? 120, 130?
She's making Frosted Flakes. What did you ask her?
What did she made her an ASVAB test? Because I know some people made like 120, 130. I was wondering what she made.
I don't even know what that means.
She does.
Is it a test for the military?
Yes.
I think I am horrible at tests. Horrible. I get test anxiety and then almost always fail.
I mean, DFK said he made 120.
Right? Is that good?
I want her answer first before I say anything.
Okay.
Isn't it only up to 100?
Sorry. It's my understanding they changed the ASVAB test. I don't know what it is right now, but I scored high enough to be an officer back then, and I don't remember what my actual score was, but it was well over 100 and something. I scored high enough to be an officer.
The ASVAB only goes up to 99.
No, it goes over 100.
No, it only. I scored an 89, and it only goes up to 99 or 100, depending on how you look at it. It is true.
1995.
I scored 130, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
So nice try.
You're wrong. No. Now I know. Thank you.
And what, you saying that I'm wrong about my 130 as well, baby?
Yes.
Yes. So you're in the King's Army, right? Or Queen's?
I may still have my ASVAB scores. Let me go look.
Who's doing the dishes?
I'm working.
Man, will you please share my screen?
Antarctic check. Says DFK scored 200.
Hey, will you please share my screen in the back basement? Thank you. It says the maximum ASVAB score is 99. Oops.
She says it changed though. So search for changes to it. Did it like in 1991 when Desert Storm ended, or say 1990? What was it then?
Here, let's do this. No, it's been like this since since day one.
She inferred that it had changed.
It doesn't change, man. It's been that way.
I don't know, man. I never went to the military. How long you think I'm gonna last in the military when they say, my commanding officer says go do that, and I'm like, blow me, bitch.
You can't even ask for the day because they won't even pull it up. The highest you can make is 99. Period.
I don't know.
99. March 30th, 2019. There are many scores, but the main score to complete. The main score is the composite score. The highest you can score is a 99. So therefore, other scores will as well. Blah blah blah. Anyway, you can only make a 99 on it. She said well over 100. Stupid.
She's just trying to fit in.
Well,
She's a habitual liar, like 80% of the people on here. Doesn't make her a bad person.
I didn't say she was a bad person.
Fuck's sake. She doesn't understand who she is, where she is, because like you're the guy that screamed at me for 2 years that I lied because I had some of the videos from YouTube uploaded to BitChute when I said I wasn't on other platforms.
They do have what's like a sub-scoring, like where you may score higher in other areas, which is how they determine your MOS. I don't know. I could be giving her the benefit of the doubt on that. Maybe she did score.
What does MOS stand for?
Yeah, but I was very specific.
Ask her what it stands for.
I was very specific.
Oh God, do we have to have that conversation again?
What
conversation lasted like that was like what, a good 2 hours over this stream?
Let me get this out of here. This is on form. Let me look here. DA form 3349. And let me go back. I'm trying. It's all stapled together and in this little.
Look, Amanda, I just showed everybody that you can only make a 99 on the ASVAB.
Yeah, they changed the scoring. Good luck, though.
When did they change it? When did they change it? Let me look at it. When did they change it?
You know how you guys said I wasn't a college student on this thing right
now?
No,
don't deflect. When did they change the scoring?
I hope she's right so much.
Why don't you look it up?
I just did. Everything got past at 99.
We tried.
But somebody had said that I'd never been to college at one point.
Deflex. I don't care though. It's whatever.
I'm not
no one here has said that. No one on the other panel from last night said that. As far as I know, I don't.
Actually, they did because Tonic said that he wanted to hear about the 2 master's degrees and that he was told that I had never attended college. So yes.
Are they lesbian dance theory?
I must have fallen asleep by then. I'm sorry. I don't know anything about that.
Are your doctorates in lesbian dance theory?
Yeah, they're in belly dancing.
Good.
Basket weaving.
Yeah, at least I finished college.
Yeah, that's good.
I used to know a belly dancer.
Look, Amanda, I don't know if you've ever been in the military or not. Once again, I could care less. DFK said he's been in the military, which if he has or he hasn't, I could care less. I just know that a lot of people try to say they made this high score on the ASVAB, and they didn't. I didn't make. I think I made an 11 on my ASVAB, which is not even enough to score. I think the lowest score you can fucking have is a 39 to pass through for the military. So I didn't even make the fucking cutoff. So.
Excuse me.
But I don't know much about the military because I was never in it.
Well, seems like a personal problem.
Oh, that seems like an ASMR quote.
Really not a problem at all, actually. I'm retarded, and I know that.
No, I don't use that word, so I don't.
Okay, but I did.
That's great, but I mean, whatever floats your boat.
He is mildly.
Look, I put out a disclaimer many times. I am no longer responsible for any reactions or actions that I give to people due to my mental illness.
Oh my god!
Right.
I'm gonna find this motherfucking ASVAB score and all this shit. I promise you.
The man just stop.
Right. Okay.
Andrew's dumb and I'm pretty. It's things we have to live with.
What is this right here? Record of military processing.
Pretty is a subject, not everybody agrees on the same. What's pretty.
Can I also say, you can go to any estate sale, old men and women that pass away, unfortunately, they don't have belongings that can be left to their children or anything like that, and it gets put into estate sales. You can pick up this kind of stuff. People's old military files, even. It's crazy the things that people choose to buy nowadays. And their medals and then they have access to all of this stuff. And there are people out there who collect it, but they don't use it to try to, not saying that's what you're doing, but
this just happens to have my this just happens to have my name on it, but good try.
Can we see it more clearly? Because I didn't see any actual documentation, and I hate to say it, Amanda, but it's sounding awfully a lot like stolen valor right now.
Yeah, that's what we determined this morning. That's what all of the brain trust came up with. So I showed some documents last night. We went over some things. I gave them the form numbers. I'm not doing that again. You should have been there this morning.
Man, can I get a link or something to check some of that out? And I'm not accusing you. It's just that's the narrative that's being pushed now. Now that you said something about the scores that you got and then not lining up with the scores of the testing. You know how the fucking chat is. People are gonna go fucking nuts with that.
Oh, that's their problem. 6x2 enlistment.
I mean, can you give us a brief summary so they understand a little bit about the new testing and the new scoring, and what was the score?
I'm looking at my old military stuff and I'm trying to find it on here. Some of this stuff I've never looked at, to be honest with you. It's my enlistment stuff, but I'll look it up real quick. Hang on.
I mean, there's usually military records are usually pretty extensive and a lot of papers. I will give her that. Some people's are. I got a good friend of mine. He went to the Marines and he didn't want to be there no more, so he got really fat. So they chapter 13 him out.
So Shiva said he got 130 on that. Is that what you said, Shiva? So tell us about where did you do your testing at?
I was just bird.
I think
just
Shiva was
about.
Oh, you were just fucking with people like usual. I was sad to see that you didn't make it to church today. I ran an entire fucking episode of the Church of Bird just for you. Now that I figured out what the Church of Four actually stood for.
What does the Church of Four stand for?
A 4-letter word.
4.
What do you mean? Yeah, a 4.
I have the answer.
Yeah,
the
4
is a 4-letter word.
Yeah, 4 is a 4-letter word.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear.
I'll give you a hint. Starts with a B, ends with a D.
Hang on, guys. She's gonna tell us her score now. It's well over 100.
I'm gonna try to lower down the StreamYards and read to you when the ASVAB test changed.
Yeah, go ahead.
So let me go ahead and lower that.
Lower what? Well, she turned her mic off? Did she turn her mic off and they're going to read this to us? What's going on here?
All I hear is
Andrew,
birds, bro.
shut up. I'm on a cell phone and I had to lower StreamYards down to pull up what I found about when the ASVAB changed.
Yes, give her a minute. She's got this. She's got this, Drew.
She said she was lowering. I didn't understand.
Can I send it to somebody in Discord because it won't let me lower StreamYards and be able to read it to you?
Yeah, you can send it to me and I can read it to you.
Okay, thank you, Bert. I'll be right back because it's going to lower me.
It changed in 2002. So if you went in 95, your scoring was regularly up to 99 and 95.
Well, Bones, that article I just looked up was 2019, and it said it's still 99.
Well, maybe. But for this information, that her scoring was 120 and 95. So it changed in 2002. Whether it changed to 99 or over 100, it was always 99 up until 2002.
You guys said that the testing didn't change, number one, and it did. Number two, I scored high enough to be an officer, and it was over 100. Whether you believe
you can't score anything but a 99 up until 2002, if that's when it changed, was in 2002. So
what did it change to, Bones?
They revised it.
Okay, I keep hearing you guys say that, but what was the cap? Like, what is, like, is it now 150? You know, is it now 200? Is it now fucking 500? And like, we really just have a lot of unintelligent motherfuckers in the military as officers? I mean, you see my point?
I wasn't an officer, but I scored high enough.
Highest total score you can receive on ASVAB test is 99. That's according to Indeed.com.
Let me go back and see what it was in 1995.
If you take in 1995, it was still 99.
10th man, will you bring up my screen share, please?
Military.com, maximum ASVAB score is 99.
According
I
to
would
this,
totally
March
play some
18th,
Swan Lake right now.
March 18th, 2020. Findings of Army job, blah, blah, blah. It says maximum ASVAB score is 99. For enlistment into the Army, you must get a minimum of a 31. Just saying.
Can I talk about the elephant in the room?
I think we already tried and it was shot down. Just to let you know. But go ahead. I don't care.
I mean, what got shot down?
By all means,
what elephant? What elephant were you talking about, Drew?
This document's 183 pages. It's going to take me a while.
I didn't catch that, but maybe it's better that I didn't.
How come you just said a while ago you didn't remember exactly your score, right? So which one is it?
Goodness gracious. I'm getting this weird like feeling of like, it's the same feeling in my stomach I got when I seen the Colonel stand up.
Yeah, me too. That's why what we're talking about.
Okay, and then I can talk about elephants?
No.
I mean, you can, but like I said, I think it was already done. And it was, If you come up with the Golden Bones elephant, yeah, it was shot down over there.
Fuck off, Andrew.
I was trying to help you. Instead, it was shot down.
Shot down.
I'm sorry, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stressed.
Just trying to help. I mean, Jesus. Does this matter? No, not really. I just asked a question and to see where it would go, and that's where it went. A lot of people get tripped up when they ask that question because everybody wants to think they're smarter than what they are. They're like, oh, I made over 100.
There is a difference between the ASVAB score and the percentile score.
I wasn't speaking. Thank you.
You're not being honest because I just found that there's 4 subcategories.
I am being honest. I was very specific on what I said. I said the ASVAB score. You said you made well over 100. There's nothing not being honest about it.
Andrew, can I please tell you what I just got from the military website from the Department of Defense?
A DD 214.
Okay, we'll pull it up. I'll pull it up on the screen for everybody in the world can see it.
It is a set of 4 subset scores, and they are percentiles. They are not anything else. They are not percentages. They are not raw. They are percentile ranking. Do you know anything about testing documents and norm referencing?
Yes, but that doesn't, besides the fact that the ASVAB only goes to a 99.
And if somebody scores a 61 percentile, what does that mean? I'm just using that as an example.
Okay, I don't know. Did you hear Golden earlier when she said there was different testings in there that you could make over 100 in the distance testing, but the overall ASVAB score was 99.
There's subgroups. I just told you there's subgroups.
Yeah, I know. Golden just said that like 20 minutes ago.
Well, I know.
But the overall score of the ASVAB is 99. Where you said it was well over 100 what you made. That's what you said. It is stupid. Just quit lying.
I fucking looked it up. I don't know what else to
I just showed everybody on military.com.
Can we calm down for a second?
Score. Shut the fuck up.
Can we
dumb to know the difference between a percentage or percentile and a fucking ranking system, Andrew.
I just showed everybody, you retard.
61% of 99 score. How's that?
Oh, goodness gracious, man. I don't think you guys are fucking even like smart enough to have this conversation at this point. So, Bones, I want you to think about this, okay? 69% on the test is not 69% of the percentile.
That's what she was saying. I'm not saying I said that. She's trying to say something totally different. The highest score you can get is a 99.
The document says that it's done
wow, triggered.
Basis. It's not done on a percentage or a ranking. It's done on a percentile. But it doesn't matter. I mean, thank you for trying, Bird, but
I know
they don't understand the difference. I mean, but yet, I'm the dummy here.
You are the dummy because I specifically asked you what is the overall score to what you make on the ASVAB. The ASVAB it does not go over 99. You said you made well over 100 when the score does not go over 99. I don't know how.
It's a percentile score.
I understand that, but it still doesn't go over 99, you retard.
Ooh.
And the chest also changed in 2002. Bird, go ahead with your question. Did you have a question for me, or did I hear that wrong?
No, I mean, I think that you made your point. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that it's okay for people to suggest that you're stolen valor because you were discussing, that you scored high on one of the subcategory tests. Hey, it's an easy thing to get confused. I get it. You know what I mean? But I am curious.
What was 3 hours this morning? I was badgered. I was tormented. I was cussed. I was told that I'm a piece of fucking human garbage. I was told I'm a cunt and a bitch. And if it hadn't been for Shiva, it would have still continued.
Well, that's surprising. I mean, usually Shiva would prey on that kind of weakness.
I know.
Look, all I'm saying is, look, man, when I took the ASVAB test, because I was going to go to the military at one point in my life when I was younger, I scored an 11.
All right, I paid for StreamYards. I can't handle this nonsense.
That says a lot, Andrew.
Get rid of that logo in the top right.
Look, I've got my own name wrong. I put my first name where my last name went, my first name, or my last name where my first name went, and I fucking felt it right off the bat.
He signed his name wrong.
For joining the military. Oh, God.
He misspelled his name, Amanda.
I tried.
And now I dropped all these papers. I got 50 fucking papers out of order. Thanks a lot, Andrew.
How's that my fault? I didn't realize that one I made on the ASVAB.
You get that they're trying to trigger you, right? And if you just...
Yeah, I think she gets it.
Answer true. Yeah, she's trolling us.
And now I'm irritated because I can't get it all back in here, but it'll just
trolling
have to be.
So while you're digging through all that information, did you actually find your score on the overall test?
No, I haven't, hun. I haven't. I don't have all of it.
You dig through it later. When you find it, just DM me, dude, and I'll set the record straight for you and let everybody eat a dick.
When you out-process, they only give you a portion of it. I would have to go and request all of that through St. Louis.
Fair enough.
So,
I mean, not to be a pain in the ass, but I would at this point. Just to fucking
not at all.
I thought she just said she found it. She was going to DM it to you. Now she don't have it?
No, I was gonna DM him.
Okay.
Oh no.
So
No,
can I
I said
ask
I
a
was
really,
gonna-
really serious question?
I was gonna DM him the article that I found about when the score changed.
Okay, that's good. So, Amanda, like, is that your actual real name in real life?
I don't know.
Is that how green you are that you came on the internet with? Am I back there again now? I'm just asking, not being a dick. I'm saying, did you really come on the internet with your real name?
I'm going to tell you something, and I mean this with every bit of sincerity that I can possibly give.
Yes.
I have nothing in my background because I know that ASMR has checked it. I'm sure Bird's checked it. I have nothing in my background that I'm ashamed of. There's nothing there that I'm ashamed of. That's the truth.
Well, that's good. I'm proud of you if that's the case. That makes us all very happy. We're just saying, stop being a bitch.
I haven't checked anything on you. I honestly, I don't really take interest in as many people as believe that I do.
I know I asked ASMR to run me, but like I gave my credentials and stuff when I called the DA in Massachusetts. I mean, I don't have anything to hide. I mean, oh, by the way, Bird, before I forget, I followed up with Molly like a week ago. And you know how all of these people said they were going to call and they were going to do all of these things? She's gotten very few phone calls.
I know, that's my understanding also.
Who got called about who? What?
So you got a bunch of people that say they're going to do things to try to facilitate change with Rebel, but they don't get off their ass and dial even when I give them the phone number.
Wait, who are you talking about calling? Who were you talking about calling, Amanda?
We went over this a month ago, Andrew, when all that stuff went down, or maybe it was more than a month ago when Bird went to Massachusetts.
Okay, yeah, but you said a whole bunch of people are supposed to call who? Who are they supposed to call?
Molly is the victim's assistance person.
Yeah. A lot of people say, look, Amanda, a lot of people say they're going to do a lot of things, and they never do.
But y'all are always bitching about him. You might can be able to get him some help if everybody.
Amanda, I don't call the authorities on people.
She's not really the authority. She's a victim assistance person. She's like a social worker.
She's from the DA's office, isn't she?
Yeah, but she's like
that's authority.
Rebel could use some counseling.
And that was my recommendation to her. I mean, I'm not a therapist, but she asked me my opinion, and I told her. So
well, here's my deal, right? I have called authorities on some people because they either took too many pills, or they're trying to cut their arms open, or something like that. But when it comes to like trying to get people in trouble, I'm good on that. Thank you.
No, I wasn't trying to get him in trouble. I want to get him some help.
Yeah, but calling the police never gets you help. It gets you shot if you ain't careful.
I don't call the police.
Who are we getting help for?
Mark, who have I ever called the police on, you retard?
Oh no, Mara's life.
I never called the police on nobody like that. The only thing I've done it was when people needed a fucking check for wellness, when they were taking too many pills or trying to cut their fucking arms.
And I think that's a legitimate reason to call. You don't want somebody to kill themselves.
Fortunately.
Exactly. And I was very reluctant. And I'm sorry, I won't throw Golden under the bus. I was on a call with Golden for a long time trying. Should I, Golden? I mean, sorry, Golden, throw you under the bus. But I mean, because I was reluctant to even do that.
So she wanted to harm herself?
What were you like? Oh, you're talking about. I know you're talking about. Yeah,
not Golden. No, Golden wasn't going to harm herself. No,
not me. Yeah,
it was somebody else.
He was contemplating back and forth. Like, I don't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. And so he struggled with that. And a lot of people would think that he's cruel and he does a lot of horrible stuff. But yeah, I mean, he really legitimately cared and he didn't know what to do at that point. Like, he thought his first reaction was to just get her some help. But he knew that the last time he did that, people made a fucking deal about it. But
yeah, that's another.
For everything.
So I'm the guy who deciphers the things that people don't want to say, Amanda. So there's another camp of people, right? Is the shitpocalypse broke a lot of people that actually, no, I suppose it was shoot. So there's a lady named Cindy Renee. She used to be a regular on my show. And then people got to know her really well. And then she turned into a troll. And then she started acting. Yeah, so she started acting really crazy. And then the point is,
blames the cat.
There's also people like that, right? So that's, people who just have their guard up. Got to expect it.
Yeah, I know who she is. I don't know her personally, so I can't really say I've been told what took place. I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt that Tonic got pictures last night that he didn't want to see. And so he substantiated the fact that I do, in fact, have cancer.
Damn.
I would never even doubt it or care to.
So
some people make calls though. I was lying, 10th man. You'd be surprised at that.
And to backtrack on the Rebel thing though, Amanda, like there were a lot of people that did make calls and that try to, get a little bit of information over there. So, props to them. If you want to try to hold Connie to account, you can always do that. I got an address that I'll put on like a community post or something later. I don't know if I can even do that yet, but anyway, we'll make something happen where people have the information if they want to get after it. I am kind of curious though, Golden, how did your call with the police over there regarding the rape threats and stuff like that? How did that go when you made that call?
Huh?
They told me I had to call my police department.
Oh, okay, good.
Hey, real quick, I hate to bring us back up because we're over it now, but I did. Someone did find where they changed the one of the scoring, not the ASVAB overall scoring, but one of the scorings in 2014. It was the qualification testing for arithmetic reasoning percentage rate was changed in 2004 from 66 to 65.
Okay. Thank you for that information, Andrew. Can I ask you a question? Is that Golden Eyes?
Yes.
Who was that was talking? Was there an indication?
That was Golden Eyes, yes.
Was there an indication that someone else had been raped that I missed?
No.
No.
So, what people are
Rebel made threats.
Oh, I see.
I didn't start learning to read my DMs. Sorry.
What people aren't getting about the ASVAB test scoring is that it's done in a percentile, which means, and it always has been, which means you're scored based on what level of the testing group you scored at. So if you get a 66, you did better than 60% of other people in your test group. So it has always been impossible to score better than a 99 on the ASVAB because that puts you in the 100th percentile.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Thank you for clearing that up, actually, because that's exactly what we discussed and concluded like 20 minutes ago.
Holy shit.
It is so hard to see on this phone. Who was that?
I think it was better. Yeah, it was better said that way, though, just so you know. Way better way to sum it up.
No matter which way you look at, the most you can fucking rate on an ASVAB test, the ASVAB, overall ASVAB, is a 99. I don't care. Move on. Sorry.
Andrew, I can be rest assured and I can sleep good tonight, and the world can know that I did not.
What happened to Shiva? Where'd Shiva go?
I'm glad I could be that.
I think your avatar triggered him.
Oh, come on.
All right.
David.
Oh, geez.
Come on, David. Here, good duck is your ducky duck. My fault.
Why can't we all just get along?
Oh, I don't have any issue with you, man. I don't know why you think I do.
No, Andrew, I don't think that you do. I mean, you're close enough to where we could sit down and have a cup of coffee, me, you, and Ace, and we could work it out.
Can we play some Swan Lake now?
I think that more than likely what would happen in that scenario is they would get really bored talking to you real quick and say, oh, we got an important call. I can't imagine sitting down and having a coffee with you, man. I really can't.
That's okay. That's great. I'm sorry that I'm not as entertaining as you'd like me to be. I'm not.
No, it's not. We're not just here to be entertained. We're here to have an intelligent conversation. Mostly.
Yet.
So
Please, by
I
all
have to
means.
ask you about your new screens because I've been thinking about getting some new monitors, and I'd like some details about what you purchased and why you chose that to help me.
Oh, because my husband chose it, so it's probably going to be a disaster. But they look nice in their box, though.
Mars, you get mad when people bring up your mother. Don't be bringing up people's kids, because I'll start bringing up your mother again, Mars. Don't do that.
So let's hope that my husband didn't buy me sex toys when we get to that, though.
Are you going to unbox them and put them up, or you're?
Yes.
Did you guys buy one of my Shiva fuckface dolls? Is that what happened?
No.
Oh.
No, but I was supposed to get a free one or something like that after you sold 10,000 or something.
Yes, that is a thing.
Who do we just lose? We just lose Bones?
We lost Bones, and then we also lost whoever was up here giving us definitions.
I can't keep track.
It was Happy Nikki.
Oh, yes, she just wanted to say it. I think they're tired of listening to the repeated Amanda.
Bert, Peanut's voice wants to know, Bert, are you going to apologize to Golden for lying about her? Bones says she isn't a catfish, you liar.
I guess that's a matter of perception. Do I need to put that video back up?
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I should have never said nothing.
I mean, I guess we could ask the question is, why did Golden, privacy strike me for a video that was of a public appearance?
My apologies for bringing up the question. God damn you, Peanut.
I mean, do you want to answer that, Golden? Why you would privacy strike a video I made that was of you making a public appearance on a YouTube channel? I mean, I could have fought it and won, but I chose not to. I figured I'd just re-upload it later and then deal with it. But I'm open to your thoughts.
Those are nice monitors.
What's that?
Those are nice monitors.
They're not. They're curved, right? So it's easier to save a little bit more space on my desk and stuff.
Side by side, they all blend together. Yeah, it's good.
Yep. So they're matching, but of course I have my large screen that I've always had, my 40. So I haven't decided.
Is that porn already? Oh, that's a dog. I thought that was a girl bent over with somebody behind. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yes, on YouTube.
What have you been watching, Andrew?
Jesus. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yes. No, it was a little puppy getting trimmed. Oh no, I'm gonna have to set this camera down to pull this out of here. It's Christmas, everybody. These are my birthday presents.
Mars,
how long will those boxes sit there?
What boxes?
The screen boxes.
You gotta keep the boxes in case they fuck up, because you gotta send them back. How else are you gonna send it back? You gotta keep
How long do you keep the boxes for?
A year. At least a year.
Oh wow.
Is Golden going to answer the question? I don't mean to be a dick, but I didn't know she privacy struck a video. I didn't know that happened. What? Why are you talking over me?
Well, I said who threatened to rape Mars's mom?
I don't know.
Mars said someone did.
It's a pretty horrible thing to do.
Yeah, isn't it?
Kinda. Oh. So here's the screen. I haven't taken it in these. I got to put the feet on it and crap. I'll get to it here in a second.
Oh my God, you've been live for 3 hours and 30 minutes. You still haven't set those up?
Oh my God.
What brand are they?
I was just sitting there playing my game, in all honesty.
Yeah, thanks for going live right before I go live, 10th man.
How did I know you were going to go live? You were supposed to talk to me yesterday, and you ignored me like I was nothing. So
no, whatever. I did not ignore you like you were nothing. I just got busy. Actually, when I was gonna call you, you were on a live stream, so I chose not to hit the dial button.
Oh my God, I would have left there in 2 seconds. I was just hanging out with Andrew, dude.
Oh well, no worries. I get annoyed when people fucking dial me while I'm live.
What happened? Mars, please show the clip of that, Mars. Show the receipts of your accusation, buddy. Good try.
But yeah, don't feel like I was ignoring you. That wasn't what I was doing.
Well, just 10th man's not important anymore. It's all right.
Oh man!
I mean,
let's save this conversation for offline.
No, let's do it. No, let's do it online. You want to talk about bump? You want to talk about Bones and Golden? Come on, bro.
Fine,
everything live, all public.
All right.
Just like Amanda Erickson's.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm with it. No, he's right.
Hold on.
Right here.
Just pause for 1 second. I don't think Amanda understands where she is. Okay, so everybody's going to be mad at me after I say what I'm about to say. All right, but this is the rundown of where you are right now. So these are all my peeps, right?
I'm in the pits of hell.
Yep. So these are all my people that right now I am sitting here going, okay, so Bird is in a huge battle against. Remember, I said earlier that Golden.
Okay, I will shut up. I'll mute and I'll shut up.
No, hold on. Remember, I said Golden had like this issue, and then Golden was like, "Oh, a little issue." Well, that was with Bird, and we were all friends, right?
Okay.
And then the Bones and Golden dated, and then some stuff happened, and then who knows even what happened, and then Bird started trolling her now, and also I think Bird was trolling me, so him and I have been getting into it. So essentially what you came into is a family. So I tried to tell you earlier, you've come into a family, and we have family disputes, and then some random person comes along and they're like, and only Andrew's allowed to talk with a banjo in his throat, right? So we're not, this is how we love each other.
No, that is not how you love no. I don't. What the fuck?
This is
love. All right, we need to cue up that. This man, his last phone call to get a hold of his daddy. Got 20 long years for some dust in a baggie.
I know, right?
No, Mars. We decided to dox Ace because he was bad. Good try, Mars.
I'm sorry, but no, friends don't treat each other that way. I have never thought about treating any of you that way.
You supported Andrew when he was attacking me, and you attacked me and said I didn't know how to interview and I was a narcissist.
Oh my God, are you still hanging on that from 2 fucking years ago, Bones? I mean, Bert,
who's the problem really with? Holy fuck.
All I'm saying.
You're always inserting yourself.
Yeah, so actually let's back
here
up.
We go. So this is what everybody's here for, Amanda.
Can you not hear me? Do I need to turn up my volume a little bit?
No, you go ahead.
Respect?
I don't really care what you have to
Be nice, guys. Be nice. I'll mute.
So everything was all good up until what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago? And I got to say, like, the campaigns are vicious. They are. But here's the truth. You can't get mad at me for getting upset at someone ghosting my buddy after he quits paying their bills. And then to act like it didn't happen.
That's what you think. But Bones, did you lead him to believe any of that?
Ooh.
Yeah, it seemed like to me when I stopped paying some bills, we stopped talking much.
No, and you know that. That never fucking happened.
All right. It seemed like at the time.
No, and again, you sat there and you couldn't come to me.
Okay, hold on.
Bird feels the need.
Wow, quit trying to control it, narcissist.
Anybody that you have.
Bro, I don't need your. I don't need help here.
No, I don't think that there's a need for help, and I don't think that this is. Hey, we've already made the mistake of airing this once. We've already made the mistake of airing this once, but
yeah, I was wrong. I made a mistake. I misinterpreted.